Welcome back to Knights of the Last Call. My name is Derek Melinda, your game master. Joined by the Knights, we've got Bob, we've got Nick, we've got Matt, and on the phone we have Danny.
He's there somewhere.
He's there somewhere. I want to remind everyone that we really appreciate you joining us this week. And if you can, please feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you about what you like, what you don't like about the show. What do you think about the way we're playing Pathfinder? And if you watch this video for more than a minute and you enjoyed it, I really need you to like the video. Don't do it for me. Do it for the algorithm. Do it for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Do it.
If you subscribe, you can stop putting up white text blocks over
That's right.
images.
Yes. So,
Or the plea for the better camera. I like
yes,
that.
plea for the better camera. So yes,
Good.
please like, comment, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. It means a lot to us, and we really appreciate doing these videos for you guys. It's been a lot of fun for us, and it's been a very educational experience for me as a dungeon master to kind of have the painful experience of going back and watching dozens and dozens of hours of myself
Yeah.
dungeon mastering.
It's different playing with
I enjoy
the
it.
crew
Yeah.
once a week, but then having to watch it.
Right. If you think
And
these,
edit.
right, if you think these guys are crazy, try editing down their videos. So
Yeah, you guys don't even see half the shenanigans
right.
I pull.
And I mean, relatively speaking, I have a fairly light touch when it comes to editing, but
Yeah.
Well, we're here for about 3 hours roughly, and usually about hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, that's about right.
So there's obviously another hour worth of time
content,
that
right?
just
And
Yeah.
so to that point,
Quality content.
the 1,000th subscriber will be able to join us right here. And play a session with us
that's not a bad idea.
and see all this nonsense.
I mean, you know, we got
when you say here, do you mean in the studio when Derek's not here anymore? Right.
All expenses not paid.
right. You know, I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but as we are filming this, I am in the process of shuttering down my photo studio. So potentially we may be changing locales here in the next coming weeks, but you know, it remains to be seen, but we're hoping that we can continue to bring some high quality images to you guys and some fun stories. I understand that there are channels out there that are probably more tightly edited, more tightly scripted. But you know, I think what you're really going to get here is a more authentic
it's wrong.
role-playing game table experience. You know, we are not necessarily the most professional.
Yeah, we're a
group.
bunch of dummies.
Yeah, we're so.
And definitely more annoying.
Like, we just want to have a good time
and,
here.
and if you
That's
want to
all.
see, and if you want to see people playing Pathfinder Second Edition at the peak, at the pinnacle
There you
of
go.
proficiency,
Yes.
do not look at this channel.
No.
You know, just real quick around the horn. You know, I can't even remember the last time Burl threw up an elemental toss. His
Zero times.
Yeah, his pyroblast.
About as often as I
Yeah.
use my dagger. Or my
Right.
sling.
That, by the way, that's a one action. That's a one action spell that automatically refreshes every fight.
I'm
I got
deny
fireballs to
advantage
cast.
is what I forget
Yeah,
every
I was
single
gonna
week.
say, Bob last week got annihilated by a pack of ghouls because he was constantly being flanked.
Yes.
And for a person who has almost no armor class to begin with, losing 2 additional points of armor class to flat-footed is horrible. It's a good thing that they gave the barbarian the ability to deny advantage so that creatures can't flank him.
On my newest
Oh,
thing,
that's
I wrote
great.
it in bigger letters on the front.
Print it out on one sheet.
Wait, what?
48-point font.
You know, I like to think that, you know, the whole deny advantage from a barbarian is this idea that you have this sort of preternatural instincts.
You
that
know where shit's coming.
you have eyes in the back of your head. But Azius and Bob
He's
are
a little
both
drunk.
just so drunk they don't understand what's happening. All right, so we're going to hop into the review from last time. But before we do that,
Nick hasn't been playing long enough for to forget anything yet.
Nick, you get a free pass. I don't think you've messed up anything yet.
I mean, give it time.
Yeah.
It'll happen. I'm sure. I've only got so much here that I have
So
to keep
before
track
we
of,
hop
right?
into the review and then we get started, let's talk about our beer of the week. This week's beer was brought to you by Burl.
Yeah. So Burl, known for his lack of speed, decided to get the Cheetah by Rheingeist.
Are you going to mount it and ride it?
Why not? I ride everything else. So Rheingeist, of course, is a
Heyo.
local beer here in I don't know if it's Cleveland, but it's definitely Ohio. Cincinnati.
Cincy, yeah.
And I'm a big fan of lagers, although, you know, I love ales, but I also love lagers. But lagers were my first love. But I haven't had Cheetah yet. So,
There we go.
Definitely tastes like a lager.
well, it should.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
It only
definitely
is a lager.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, come on.
It's definitely a lager.
This,
good, though.
This to
Very
me
good.
is the prototypical beer taste.
Yeah, this
Lager,
is like
yeah, yeah.
100%.
lager
So
beer taste.
for you at home, if you're unfamiliar,
Yuengling type beer.
whenever you have Miller Lite, Bud Light, any of those traditional beers, they're 100% of the time going to be lagers.
Yep.
And that's what this tastes like.
And that's what it tastes like. Now
Right.
you can have different grades. You can have a really shitty, piss beer flavor, or you can have a bit more of an intense lager like a Dortmunder from
Yeah.
Great Lakes.
That's good.
Yeah,
But
I would put
that's-
Dortmund over this for sure.
That is lagers, and then ales are of course
This tastes
everything
like
else.
like a half a step above Bud Light to me.
Only half a step.
I would, but Dortmunder tastes actually like a
So-
refreshing.
Yeah, Dortmunder has a completely different taste for
Dortmunder
lager.
was my first favorite beer,
Yeah.
and still to this day is my favorite
I like
favorite lager
is
beer.
Elliot Ness by them?
Yeah,
It
I like
is.
Is that
that
the amber?
But it is not a
No, what's
lager.
the amber one? Or what's the or the one they do in October?
They do Conway's Irish Ale.
That one is the one I
That
like.
one's good. I
Yeah.
also, as my backup beer, I have
Commodore Perry.
Commodore Perry.
No, I
which
love
this reminds me of Larry's. What do we call Larry's house? Not the Lair, because that was the first one
You
that I
mean,
never saw.
Larry?
Derek?
You mean Larry?
No,
Party?
Larry. Yeah, Larry.
You mean Derek's house?
Where we had the many a Larry party.
Hot
Anyway,
Tub
my
Time
point is,
Machine.
No, Larry's house.
The first time I had a healthy dose of Commodore Perry was at Larry's.
Yeah,
place. So
like-
whenever I taste this, I think of
You
Larry's.
say healthy dose.
Yeah,
Do you
when-
mean like intoxication?
Yeah. Oh yeah, hammered.
overserved.
But I would agree with your assessment, Bob. This tastes like.
I mean,
So you
I
have-
could drink this.
You have Dortmunder. You have Bud Light.
yeah, it's somewhere. It's
Somewhere in between.
somewhere in there.
All right.
It's not bad, but
Well,
Thank you, Matt.
we're gonna enjoy it nonetheless.
Delicious. Thanks.
So let's get into it. Previously on Knights of Last Call, the Knights had journeyed across the Varisian highlands and made their way down the Lost Coast Road to the Foxglove Manor, also known as the Misgivings, a tortured, weathered, decrepit mansion perched on the edge of the Varisian Gulf. The messages left by the ghouls and ghasts had pointed the heroes towards the Misgivings as being the source of the evil and the undead plague that was spreading across the land, and seemingly the abode of the murderer, the murderous creature which had been leaving its victims carved, etched with the Sihedron rune, and who had a strange obsession with gore. The heroes made their way to the ancient mansion, and upon entering, Burrow was immediately beset by horrible visions, and pain racked his small body as the sorceress gnome realized that this house was possessed and haunted. Strange spectral images assaulted the party's mind, and while their bodies and their stamina remained full, their hit points dwindled. Hit points dwindled away as the horrifying supernatural terror of the home took psychic damage and worn away at the party's resolve. They made their way through the creaking buildings until Asius heard the soft cries of a woman's crying. They made their way.
I immediately told you when I heard it.
all 4 times.
Yes.
They immediately made their way up through the home, seeing more horrifying sights, including some crazed flashbacks, which gave them insight to some horrible fates that had befallen this mansion when it was once a glorious and resplendent abode. Eventually, they made their way to the attic, and there, cowering in the corner, was the dead, now undead form of a woman who seems to have been slain by none other than Aldern Foxglove,
That bastard.
whom she blames for her death. But Escanor realized that this is no mere undead creature, no simple zombie or ghoul, but rather a powerful spirit of revenge, a revenant, driven by the need to destroy the being or beings that killed it. The crazed woman, undead form, shrieked and ran through the house, making her way down to the opening to the first floor and bashing through the floorway, revealing a pit into darkness through which she plunged. Below, which the group already knew there were some sort of ancient tunnels or cave below the mansion, for they had spied them early on with a scouting mission from Villic. Escanor, the paladin of Iomede, bravely volunteered to descend into the depths first.
They threw my ass down. Don't bravely volunteer.
And that's where we left off last time. So before we begin, let's just go around the horn and do a quick status check for the people at home.
Yep. And before that,
And before that,
the camera keeps autofocusing every
Ooh.
2 seconds.
oh, that's all right. Matt can just change that to manual focus.
Yeah.
How long had that lady been like weeping angel trapped in the attic?
Sure. So
Do we know that, or-
you don't know that
Okay.
per se, but we'll say that, given the nature of some of the skill checks that you guys did make, you've been able to put together, well, and also just for the people at home, Burl did some incredible occultist work.
Yeah.
If by taking his mind apart. During
No. I meant by
No,
rolling
the-
really
the
high on his
stained
his recall knowledge checks.
Yeah, that and
So
the stained glass
here's what
windows.
so here's what you guys have been able to put together. Okay, here's what it seems like is happening. From the visions that you received and from the stained glass windows, you know, and from the general knowledge of the local area, you know that this house was built around 100 years ago turns out, by the patron of the Foxglove family, a man by the name of Vorel. Vorel was not what he seemed. No mere rich person. He wished to extend his life. And so he turned to the path of the Lich. He built this magnificent house, perhaps even building it over this ancient sort
Cavern?
of caverns, which may be where he built the house here just because he wanted to be close to the source of power. And hidden from his family, he secretly began the process of becoming a Lich. But through some of the haunts that you guys experienced, you relived some of those memories.
Right.
And it turns out that Vorel's wife figured out what he was trying to do and tried to stop him, right? So she tried to go down and kill him.
I thought she was trying to kill Foxglove.
Well, that's the
That's
revelation.
his last name.
Well,
yeah.
it's Aldrin's grandfather.
Yeah.
Now, what happened, however, was, and you remember you saw, this is why you're itching.
Yeah, you're covered in that mold and all that.
Instead of turning into a Lich, the creature, the Vorel, the would-be Lich, the process backfired. And a horrible disease and contagion spread throughout the home, consuming and killing
the family.
Okay. And covering the house with this strange necrotic
Mossy.
mold and mold, right? Which is again what you had experienced, why you have the sort of the persistent itching.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to get you checked, Azies.
They got a
Now,
minute clinic
That
here?
was before
Okay.
we even started this
Now,
adventure.
you also experienced the burning haunting. So what happened was 20 or 30 years later, Vorel's, not his son, because his children died in the necromantic explosion when he got killed by his wife, but his nephew, the title of the house passed to him.
Oh.
He came here to set up his family because he's like, well, this is my family's ancestral.
It's a baller ass
It's a baller
house.
house.
I mean, if I'm
Right.
being honest.
And at that point in time, it had only been abandoned for, 20, 30 years. But he also, now the house was haunted. And that spirit drove him insane, okay? And he tried to, he was becoming evil as well. And then he had a son, a young son, Aldern.
Oh, that's the other.
Oh,
and
so
you
two
saw
generations.
him and his mom fighting over the knife.
Right. In the vision they had
So
from,
I thought they were all the same.
Right.
So we didn't see the OG Varl.
No.
We didn't see that. We only saw the.
that was
Yes.
Yeah.
you saw it from we saw it from Aldrin's point of view.
You saw from Aldern's
Yeah,
view.
the third
You've
generation.
you've
Yes. Yeah.
contacted Vorel's spirit. That was what you originally contacted when you
Choked
first entered
me
the
out,
house.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, so Aldern saw his parents basically try to kill each other.
Right.
And it turns out that the wife ends up getting killed, and then the dad killed himself. You guys, I don't know if you found that room. I think
No.
everybody has it. But there's a room where someone tries, you try to kill yourself. You experience his.
Yeah, good thing we didn't do
Lament.
that room.
We didn't see. We are going to go back to those rooms. So one of us is going to try.
So
I already got the
now.
itch.
Okay, so now that brings us to the modern day, though.
Okay.
Aldern, it appears, has somehow fallen to the same curse.
Ooh.
And it seems like he maybe came back here to try to reclaim his family's heritage. He had his nice new wife, and somehow he ended up killing her.
Jeez.
And that's who she was. Now, you saw him just a few months ago, so you imagine this is fairly recent.
Yeah, it seems
So
odd to
Oh.
spike so recently.
So,
because they never, no, I know Escanor never saw him, but they never saw him with like on their hunting trip and all that they've described to me.
No.
They
No,
never
no.
saw his wife or anything, or he never
No,
talked about her.
exactly.
At all.
And
He seemed
exactly.
completely normal.
Well, and given by the state of the undead, you would expect that he probably killed her before you met him.
Interesting.
So, now,
Would you
what
just,
this
would
does
you
not
say
answer.
it could have potentially been he could have killed her out of the house, or would have been like when the wrath and
That
the fountain?
That you don't know.
Okay.
But what you do know though is you're not quite sure why or how he is connected to this, why he's carving people with the rune, the
Right.
7-pointed rune. So
Okay.
So
nonetheless,
do we as a group think that, or maybe with knowledge here, is we think Alderaan, we think Papa Foxglove, Aldern, sorry.
Papa Foxglove.
Do we think Papa? I just call it everyone. If they're the patriarch, I call them Papa, whatever. Do we think that he is the one who's carving? He himself is carving the.
Well, no, because
he's having
remember
his
the
followers do it.
well,
somebody's doing it.
So he's
the guests
convincing,
were doing
compelling.
it to
Right. Yeah.
Maester.
yeah,
Mr. Gump or something.
Yeah, Maester
I think
Gump.
it was
No,
Mr.
Hambly.
Gump.
Hambly. Yeah, he
was
was.
Mr.
Maester
Forrest
Gump's the one
Gump.
that told us about it.
Hambly was getting carved in by a ghast.
Yeah, but
Papa
he
Hambly.
seems to be the ringleader because he's the one
Correct.
saying
That-
about Gore. And Gore, Foxglove was always enamored by Gore.
He was.
So
Yeah.
I have to assume.
and
Well,
and
he's
says-
obviously the one behind it. I was just making sure that I forgot that. Yeah, we had seen the ghouls and the other people had doing it. So he is through animation or something. Is coercing others to do his
Correct.
Yeah,
bidding,
and he might be. We just
He may
know that
do it
Ghast-
himself, too, yeah.
the
Well,
Ghast was doing it
Escanor,
wrong.
you know that if a ghoul or a ghast transforms a creature into a ghoul or ghast, that ghoul or ghast is under the control of the ghast that created.
And if I kill that
created them.
first ghoul, all the children ghouls fall.
they may.
Maybe, we
Ooh,
don't know.
It's like the
But only
vampire.
but the strength of a ghoul,
yeah.
but the strength of a ghoul to control its kind of ghoul children is kind of directly proportional to how strong that ghoul is.
and judging by how many
Yeah.
Yes.
ghasts and ghouls that
Exactly.
came at the
This-
farm
this-
there, this
this-
guy's a
right.
big, powerful mofo.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's no ordinary
No.
ghoul.
So do we keep? So I was frightened 1 at the last.
Yes, and you're going to keep that.
And is that a thing? Refresh my memory. How do you shake a?
So
frightened
normally,
one?
frightened one goes away at the end of. If it's a normal frightened, it goes away at the end of your turn.
But this one was permanent because of the.
But you're
While
under.
we're in the
yes,
proximity.
you're under the effect of a
And my
haunt.
itch wasn't frightened, right? It was just.
You're sickened.
I'm
No, it's just
sickened. That's
itchy.
right.
And you can't get rid of the
Right.
sicken.
Normally,
because
you
it's
can
in the
retch,
house.
but it's because of the retch. And sicken and frightened do basically the same exact thing. They basically give you a -1 to all your D20 rolls,
Just flavor.
and they give you a -1 to all of your DCs.
Now, if I do lay on hands for them, I can help them cure their frightened. And
Not these ones.
I think
but not their
generally,
paralyz-
yes.
Not
Generally-
paralyzing. I can help, but not sicken. But I can help frightened though.
No,
Normally.
Not in this case because of the house.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a haunted
In
house.
fact, they can't
No,
even.
that's fine.
They can't
Just
even
figured-
regain hit points right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm at 31.
So what is the visualization? Like what? So I walk into a room with a man
Yeah.
who is at full stamina.
Yeah.
And 1 hit point.
Right.
Like what do I? He's like, I'm gonna get you.
Well, the damage that you've been taking, right, is all internal.
Yeah, he looks
all mental.
fine.
It's all mental.
Skin's not tore up.
But hit
Right.
points aren't mental.
No, you've seen the Matrix, right? What happens to the mind happens to the body.
That is canon.
All right. So the Revenant made her way. The former.
Didn't we give you a rope? You
name's
you dropped
Aisha.
on a rope, right?
Yeah, I'm hanging.
name's
I'm
Aisha?
going down the hole, and remember we dropped
Aw,
a torch
today
down
Yeah.
there.
This is what she.
Oh, Aisha.
This is what
Who's
she.
that?
That's Alder and Foxglove's dead wife.
What
Okay.
a wonderful
She look
lady.
like that with that bust?
And I
Not anymore. It's
She,
rotten
well,
now.
you got some necrophilia going on.
Oh,
She's
damn,
dead
Bob.
now.
Look, the redhead's. No, I gotta move on.
Actually,
like how you
Yeah.
refer to her as this is his dead wife.
well,
she looks
her
like this
undead
now.
wife,
Oh, she's still
technically.
good.
She's still good.
Yes,
Easiest
that's
never met a woman that he couldn't tame.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof.
it. So yeah, he's definitely Frank. You move, just get the scraps.
Oh God.
No more scraps for Frankie.
So, Escanor, you slide down into darkness.
Right, and we tried throwing dark
Yeah.
vision doesn't work. We
Correct.
tried looking down there, couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So I am basically going into the dark abyss.
Yeah, and good luck. The rest of us run away.
Yeah. So,
See ya, motherfucker.
so Escanor, you slide down and you find yourself that it looks like she's broken into some sort of ancient curved stairwell that leads down into the bedrock. But this is no wooden stairwell. These are like carved into the living rock.
Wow. Hey guys, I got some nice rock stairwell down here. You wanna come join me?
can you hear us?
Derek, do we have do we have and do you want a model for Aisha?
Oh, yes.
Escanor, can you hear us?
So by the time you get down there, Escanor, you cannot see her.
Okay.
What a tease.
Now,
The fake darkness or the magical darkness.
but now, and it's pitch black, correct?
Do you have a torch?
I do have a torch,
Okay, well, good news is
but I don't know if that dark mist was just like a cloud kind of blocking us from seeing, or if it's
Right.
going to affect everything.
The magical.
Yeah,
darkness.
it's more that light can't penetrate into it, but once you're inside of it, you have like a little dome of light. But
So we're in a black hole, is what
So
you're
you see
telling
like a
me
little
almost.
bubble, but not very far.
exactly. Yeah, you
So
would
then
say
I'll pull out a torch then, because
you would
I have my nimble shield, so I don't have to drop my shield or anything, and
Okay,
I'll
sounds
hold the torch.
okay, great. And so you're able to make out a little bit of what you can see around you. And again, similar to what Villic had described when he had gone down into the well and entered into the side chamber, this ancient set of carved caverns is far older than the house above.
So they built this first, and then was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, let's put a."
this. They carved
They
it.
carved it.
So the stairs end in a limestone cavern carved from the living rock. The walls drip with moisture, and there are swaths of black and blue mold growing. And the patterns that you saw before in sort of vague hints of a pattern now are very, very clear. This mold is very unnatural. It grows in spiral, tangled, almost pattern-like shapes on the walls and the ceiling.
Similar to how it was on the floor
Yeah.
but when she broke through it.
Yeah, it's kind of it looks kind of spiraling, but now it almost looks like tendrils, like it's alive. In
Okay.
fact, actually, Escanor, as you look at it, it kind of almost looks like a circulatory system. Like blood
Ooh,
vessels. And
interesting.
Stuff.
Is it like throbbing
It's
too?
alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. It is throbbing. In fact, Escanor, you can kind of see that it looks like you feel like with the presence of the mold, it's almost like you're close to the heart.
Yeah, this is Monster House, guys.
Rubble and broken bones clutter the floor, and a rhythmic sound, like the beating of some immense heart, echoes through the cave from the tunnels beyond. There are several tunnels that extend up to the north and one to the west.
Scanty, what do you see?
Scanty?
I don't get it.
Escantor? Scanty?
It's kind of moldy down here, guys.
Wait, can he hear us? I was just joking.
Oh yeah, he can hear you. just
Okay. I was gonna say, tug the rope.
Is it safe to come down?
I don't, and like I said, there's no other like monsters or life forms near me at the moment, correct?
At least with the radius you can see.
Yeah, at least with the radius I can see.
I mean, you can maybe see a good like 15, 20 feet. So, no.
And I don't hear anything other than the
I mean, other than
beating of that.
the rhythmic beating of some sort of ancient evil heart. No, nothing.
Okay, hey guys, they're playing drums down here. I think they're having a seance. Come on down, it'll be great.
It's rainbows.
Yeah.
Easiest. Why
Oh,
don't you go
wait,
check
so
it
let me
out?
get.
All right.
So wait. He goes down into magical darkness, and he sees this like almost like vein like artery like mold growing and pulsing on the walls. The floors are littered with bones and debris, and there's a pumping of like heart. And he's like, "So what you're saying? There's really nothing going on down here. That's what you're saying. You're
it's
saying
clear.
that-
Coast is clear.
clear. Guys, it's actually pretty boring down here. There's
yeah.
nothing
Guys,
going.
there's nothing really down here. Come
Nothing
on
to
down.
see.
It's cool.
All right.
All right, so
I'll follow suit.
I would say,
Okay, great.
You guys gonna follow down the rope to
Okay.
join me?
And now I can see because I have dark vision.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can see up to 60.
Right.
Well, I don't know how
So,
far with this.
30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the magical darkness.
So
can make
as
it-
Yeah.
Villic descends, he recognizes
Ooh.
that this passageway here to the west, that
Is where he
leads
came
to the
in.
cave with the scaveling.
To the well at the other side.
which
there.
would mean this heads to the
huge.
Yeah,
means
so
that
would
heads
it,
to
be,
the west.
would it be correct to assume that this way,
it goes
it's
to
a
the
long path out to the well?
You got it.
Okay, so he's probably.
Yep, that's the cave that. Except Villic saw it from this side.
right. And do we see footprints of where the missus went?
Are you trained in survival?
Well, I mean, I ain't dead yet.
No, but I do have canny acumen. I can make it as a check as if I am trained, though. I just don't get the bonus.
Canny
correct?
acumen does it.
I don't
for,
think that's what Canny Acumen
It does
does.
it for saving throws.
Just saving throws. Okay, then no.
But someone in your party
I would say, does anybody else have survival?
is used to being in the woods when I was down on my luck.
Lucky is.
Ooh.
Is he really trained in survival?
He's trained in stealth, survival, and acrobatics.
What's his survival?
+9 on all of them.
Well, why don't you let Lucky take a look
Yeah,
at
Lucky,
this?
take a look and tell us where you can find it.
But the problem is, Lucky can't.
Lucky can't communicate.
Yeah, he can't like
Well, you
say.
can sniff and we can
You know
follow like
what?
a bloodhound,
Lucky,
right?
Lucky, I got
right?
this.
Right?
Lucky, I'm
Azius,
gonna
let's
take a
see
look
that
around
roll.
the room. 21.
All right, Azius, you look, and the floor here is littered with bones and debris. So it's pretty hard rock, but so there's not really imprints, but you can see where the sort of the bones and the debris have been pushed aside by a creature, with not caring what the hell they bashed through. The revenant of Aisha Foxglove moved towards the northwest in the direction of the beating sound.
And for our viewers at home, to Derek, to remind us, we packed the well with a bunch of booby traps.
Correct.
To confirm, we have not yet heard those well explosions.
That is also, that's a good reminder. I had forgotten that.
No, and actually, I was going to bring this up because of my demolition charge. I can do that as many times as I have bombs, as long as I have time, right?
That's correct.
I don't know if we had time
the only restriction is two restrictions. Number one is once you set it up, you can't remote detonate unless you're nearby.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's the trigger is still live.
Yeah, it's still set to if upon
So Villic had told us that he thinks that creepy crawler bat thing is down that tunnel.
I think that was the official name, the creepy
and
crawler.
I see a narrow opening. I can set up this thing with the same bomb, and we could proceed that way.
Oh, that's a good idea. So
if you've got
demolition
extra
charges
bombs,
both ways.
I don't have as many as I put 4 at the front. Two fires and 2 bolt lightnings.
What do you got left?
I could put 1 fire and 1 bolted lightning on this one.
What else are you gonna do? I say fucking profit them from here.
I'm just telling you.
Well,
X marks the spot.
well, can we have somebody maybe go sneak through and possibly see if it's still there?
It must. Well, I guess
it doesn't
you're
must.
right. It could have left the opposite way.
Well, exactly. So it could have gone further down, or it could still remain in that area. We don't know.
That's true. I'm fine hedging bets and just having Azius plop a couple.
I'm good with that too. I'm just saying.
Gore kind of, we know what's down that passageway. Shalelu, Aldern, they lay ahead. Set your bombs, Azius.
Set them up.
I have acid flasks too, so I'll put two,
all of that down.
I have 2 acid flasks, and I got 1 alchemist fire and 1 bolted lightning.
All right, so it's another forfer.
Yeah, we like this.
Do it.
Why not?
Well, because here's the thing: is if we start to go down the other way,
Just for reference, how much does like a flask of fire do?
An alchemist fire.
Yep.
Now that it's level 3,
Yes.
does 2 d8 fire damage plus 2 persistent fire damage and 2 fire splash damage.
So 2d8 fire. So it's roughly whatever goes through here is going to probably take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 8d8 damage. All right, I'm assuming each one does about 2d8.
Yeah. So 8. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, if it goes
D8.
that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. So, close to like 40 to 45 points
Yeah, I
damage.
mean, it may
like
not
it.
kill the scathling, but at least it would
Well,
let us obviously know what's going
If the
on.
tunnel collapse.
That's a whole other thing.
Well, so that's the other thing that's really cool about the demolition charge. In Pathfinder, by default, spells don't really damage.
the surroundings.
Do you want to tell us what Pathfinder?
Oh, tell the people at home about spells.
So by default, so objects, unattended objects and attended objects in Pathfinder have 2 characteristics. They have hit points and they have hardness. Hardness is how much damage something takes off when it gets damaged. So steel has a much higher hardness than, say, paper or wood.
Same as maybe your shield, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So the difference is that in Pathfinder, unless specifically and explicitly stated, spells and effects do not damage objects.
Right.
In other words, if you blow up a fireball in a chamber, we don't have to roll the damage against the fireball against the doors and the walls. It's not going to damage them. But demolition charge is explicitly does do the damage, which means if the damage was high enough to blow up this rock, it would collapse the tunnel.
Then I want Bro to get his 5 gold back to the farmer that he supposedly fireballed his crops.
Right.
If you're telling me it doesn't damage the crops,
And if not, if you have the mailing address for Pazio, I'd like to write a letter.
It's at the discretion of the dungeon master.
I know.
I think it's pronounced Paizo.
Is it?
It is
Yeah.
pronounced Paizo.
Sorry, I was basing it on Bob's pronunciation.
No, I said Pazio for a while too.
It's like Paizo. It
Yeah.
means like I think
I
it's
think
Latin.
therefore I am. I
Okay.
know
Then.
paisan means
Yeah.
friend.
Well, it'd be really cool. I mean,
In
just
Italian.
saying, if he got spooked by this
Yeah, I mean,
explosion
look.
and blew up a little bit and then ran the other way and blew up that way too.
that would be
That'd
pretty
be
good. I mean,
badass.
But
worst-
I'm hoping to collapse it.
yeah, I mean, if you just even if it serves only to alert us that the scathling is awake.
that was my thing. Is if we walk this way and he comes after us,
yeah, he won't
I
flank
wanna-
us and
I
we'll know
wanna-
about it.
I want to hear it.
So
Yeah,
I
okay.
agree.
All right, so
Set the charges.
So I'm going to move over that way. I'm going to set up the 2 acid flasks, 1 alchemist fire, and 1 bottled lightning. Ooh. Around the perimeter of this opening.
If it's still in there, like Gore says it is, I mean, that thing's screwed no matter which way it goes.
Yeah,
And
look, it may not kill him. Maybe
Just
it will.
draw the square that is the trigger. What, right? One square is now trapped.
yeah, you're going to have to do the one that covers everything, the
Yeah,
whole
that
opening
one.
there. Yes.
Yes.
Put it.
right.
There you
There you
go.
go. So that's the
Precious.
trap. That's
Do you want to put another square at the
No.
other?
Because it's
It's
You
up.
just know
No,
it's in the
it's at
well.
the it's at the base of,
because
or
it's
at the top of the
it's
well.
at the
that's
top
right,
of
that's
the
right,
well.
right.
It's actually at the lip of the well.
Right.
All right. So Azius spends. How long does that take, Azius? Is it one action,
It.
probably
or
one
is it
per.
a couple minutes, or what does that take?
I'll tell you 1 second.
Kind of relevant here.
I know.
I
I know.
replacing
No, it's
4,
fine.
right? Yeah, because she is escaping somewhere into
Exactly.
Yeah,
the
she's just
exactly.
taking off, right?
dark. Presumably with
Because it's from the
meta-knowledge.
APG. So Bob, I don't think it would be in your
No,
class
it's in
description.
here, isn't it? I thought I didn't think. it
No,
was
it's from the
No.
APG.
Under what his
It's under Alchemist.
Oh, I guess maybe you're right. I thought it was under.
It's called Demolition Charge.
you can rig your bombs.
Yeah, but at the top, what is
as
it?
an activity that takes 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so that's good to know.
Oh, and did you know you have a 4 bomb max?
No, that's why we do 4.
That's why we do 4.
Because I'd light that thing up.
We knew that. We knew
Well,
that. But it does take 1 minute.
Because if it were more, the well would have had 8.
So really, it was just.
Then we wouldn't be able to
does
do it here, though.
Did it take 1 minute? Did it take 10 minutes? Did it take one action?
No, 1
so it takes
minute, it
1
says.
minute.
1
okay,
minute.
so Azius busies
I know what
himself
I'm
for
doing.
1 minute. After first few moments that Azius begins working on the bombs, he's rigging up the little demo charges and like little wires and stuff. You start to hear the sound of like screaming and wailing coming from deeper within the cave.
Hold.
Let's go.
Azius, how we doing?
go.
Do you want to complete your bomb?
Just
Yeah.
a minute. Red to red and blue to blue.
Don't cross the streams.
Okay.
No, it's more like just putting a bottle hanging from the ceiling, I guess.
All right. So Azius completes his work and the screaming continues. And then as you guys kind of prepare to move into the darkness, it stops.
Dun, dun,
All right.
dun.
I mean, that's good.
Oh, good.
right?
My bombs are done too.
Okay, good. Let's,
All right, guys.
continue on.
Let's I guess marry on forward then.
All right. So you guys make your way forward. Again, the cave kind of breaks apart into
Yeah,
like
I
all sorts
assume
of twisting
Escanor
passages.
and Gore are in the lead now.
What is what's
Gore
Gore's
being-
health and stamina?
Avoiding notice.
Yeah.
Avoiding
So
those,
we'll
yeah.
get to that in a second,
Okay.
Danny, but thank you. So Gore has 8 hit points.
I got 12.
I got 31.
Wow. So you didn't get messed up that bad.
I took 15.
Well, Gore took a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gore got hammered.
But he has 48 stamina.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
We all got full stamina
I
as
got
far as
full
I'm
stamina.
aware because nothing affected our
Hey, Danny,
stamina.
is your hit points at full or did you take any last time? Danny? Danny?
Bueller.
Danny?
Sorry to check my phone.
Do you have full
I didn't know if I was
HP?
going to get in trouble.
Oh.
No.
Do you need to leave?
No, we're okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're at full?
No, I have 33, 24.
Okay.
Okay.
24. Okay. So everyone's a little messed up.
Yep.
All right. So you
Got
begin
this itch.
You begin making your way down, and now the corridor splits again, the cave. To the left is a small, narrow passageway. To the left is a small, narrow passageway, which stinks of rotting meat. But ahead, for the first time in this cave, outside of the small flickering light of your torch, and even your dark vision seems to be a bit hemmed in by the unnatural evil. You realize that your torch is not the only source of illumination. For ahead, you can feel the air pressure is a large chamber, and there seems to be a soft, sickly, green-blue glow sort of emanating from within the chamber.
What are you, a nightclub? What the?
Someone left it on the DVD menu screen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Now, who was tracking the path of bones?
That would be Azius. And
So
Azius, they go straight ahead
Okay.
into the chamber.
Do we want to go?
like
I mean,
This way.
all
And as-
signs point we should go head
Right.
to the head, is given the stinky smell on the left and the drawing us towards this way, which makes me think we should go towards the stinky.
Oh, you want to go towards the sneaky smell? I mean, to me, the smell doesn't smell any worse than I smell right now.
Sure.
Yeah, but he's.
This is a bigger open area. I suspect.
You do not know that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I would assume we probably should go
We
towards.
Let's follow the bones then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
we need to
bones go
towards
ahead
that.
then, straight ahead.
And that's where I think we need to go because if we go the other route, depends on how stink. Is it the familiar stink of the
Of the gas and the
gas.
ghouls. Yeah. I mean, basically, you think you've found their den. Like this is, when they were talking about joining the pack, like you have come down, like, and you guys are right. Like they climb out like at night through the well
to feed and
to
stuff.
feed and go think, and then they creep back down here underneath the ground where they can hide and
I'm sure Azius would agree. Let's head to the right.
All right,
in fact, like here, like
Left,
Burl,
right,
you
left,
need-
like
right.
here you can check
Bur-
out this art.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow, that's
that's pretty insane.
yeah, their art's super good.
Yeah, it is.
They ain't getting out of that well like that. I
no,
looked at
not
it.
anymore. No.
They're bringing like a dead mummy or
Well, it's people that they've infected, and they're bringing them back so that they rise as
eat them?
ghoul-
Oh, to-
No, to
Resurrect
turn
us,
them
yeah.
into
Yeah.
gas and ghouls.
right.
All right, so
And basically, whatever they don't eat becomes a ghoul.
a win-win.
It's a win-win. That's right.
Burl, get ready to fireball that entrance. We're going
I'm
in
ready.
the other way, man.
All right.
I'm ready.
So you guys,
Strongest characters up front.
yeah. So
All right, so yeah,
guys proceed
Gore,
inward.
Gore and I will take the lead then.
all right. So I know that Villic is avoiding notice. Azius, you're typically searching.
Searching, always searching.
Gore will be scouting.
Okay.
He'll be in the lead so that he can shout an alert, which will give you guys a +1 bonus to your initiative. What do the other two of you want to do?
Well, is there any benefit if I am also scouting? Or does that
No, because once two people are scouting,
you're
you
good
get a
enough. I
+1.
guess searching for Burl.
Right. And Escanor, what an option for you is because you're the first character who has one. When a fight starts, by default, your shield is not raised.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Can I ready up basically
You
and
can-
have my shield at the ready?
You can have one of
So
the
it's called
actions you can take is
yeah.
called keeping your shield raised. And so basically when the fight starts,
like doing this.
your shield is already up.
All right, then that's what I'm going to do, and I'll take the lead then, and I'll have my shield raised just
All right.
to protect the party as needed.
I feel like one person's hands would have sufficed, Matthew.
No, we need it all.
Double time.
Okay.
Come on, move. Who threw Philic in the tunnel?
All right. The cramped tunnel opens up into a vertiginous, which is a word I don't even know what that means.
Google it.
I know like
that mean
95% of the words Derek
virgin?
uses, but that one.
Always looking that up. So we can have in our dictionary fight. I'm looking at our beer.
All right, guys, comment below if you know what this means.
Bob, I also have if you prefer the Commodore Perry.
Oh.
There's also zombie dust over there too.
Ooh, zombie dust.
Vertiginous, causing vertigo, especially by being extremely high
A
or
very
steep.
high
Yep.
leveled.
Yep.
Wow. So we're
Which
all
makes
getting
sense given
dizzy as hell,
the
man.
40s, the 30s, the 10s,
Exactly,
the 5s.
exactly.
Beer, 7.7.
Hence why he can't remember what that place was called that he was talking about.
That's right. All right. I'm going to do real quick on the battle map. Zoom in.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
I keep feeling nervous. Like I have to check this.
Yeah, you don't need to check it ananymore. You're all set. Remember, you
I
just
assume
sit back,
if
relax,
that
and
fails,
can't
then
do the,
your camera had failed.
yes.
I don't know how to. I've tried a billion times. I can't.
Please
Flossing?
tell me you got that.
What?
You got him
He was
flossing?
flossing over here.
I can't do it. I can't do the floss.
No, I can't
Gianna
either.
showed me like a dozen times.
All right. So the cramped tunnel network that you've been moving through opens into a vertiginous gulf here.
Pretty good.
A cathedral-like cavern with the roof carved out over 40 feet ahead and dropping down in a spiral pattern. So you guys are kind of here at 40 feet of elevation,
okay.
and that kind of ramps around to 30, down to 20, down to 10, down to 5, and down to 0.
So if you were to jump 40 feet total down to the blue brain,
Yeah, exactly. It's 40 feet drop down.
But
to
it's just Earth.
It's like carved rock, like a
Limestone.
like
Yeah.
a like
It's
a,
like a
like a
ramp.
But
spiral
there's no
ramp.
There's
No fence, there's
Yeah.
no railing. Yeah, you could just go over the edge, and it's pretty steep between it. So if you from here to here, it's a 40 to a 10, so it's a 30 foot drop. Okay, dropping down over 40 feet below, a steep stone ledge winds down to the depths. Its slope glistening with moisture and mold. Here you can see the tendrils of blue black mold crawling in, and you can actually see now they're like going up into the ceiling, like coming out and then spiraling down like stringy veins. They reach down into the center, for the air in this chamber reeks of stench, a horrific, horrible stench, a foul combination of decay, brine, and mold. There are 2 doors in this chamber. The cave contains a rickety table, its damp surface, cluttered with all manner of what appear to be bits and pieces of garbage. However, there is a small table. So again, there's like small little like tables and little desks scattered around this chamber.
What?
All over the place.
Looking at them, what do they? Why? Why would they have in this ramp of death and stink into the ground? Why would I see desks?
Yeah. So
Ghosts and gas like the color.
They gotta do their paperwork.
Yeah,
they
it
gotta
looks-
kill 16
right.
people
It
today.
looks to you like, you know what it looks like? It looks like the shield base that they built around Mjolnir in the first Thor movie. Remember how like
Like they're trying to do an investigation on this thing?
this is like a laboratory.
Oh.
Like
It's a scientific.
yeah, like so
endeavor.
as you look, like the desks and stuff have like open books, notes. There's almost like alchemical supplies,
Scales,
scales,
you know.
like
Beakers and,
exactly,
and
because
There's a giant brain.
so hanging down, so you have all this like network of like veins of like mold, that
And those
seem
are
to
like
throb.
attached back into the house.
Yeah, they like go up into the ceiling, and actually they fall down, and I fall down. They like string down. They connect down to the center. For at the bottom of
Cut 'em
this,
off.
at the bottom of this spiral, okay, you can see that there is a horrific growth of dark green mold and dripping fungi, and at the center there is a patch of black, tumescent, phosphorescent fungus. Its horny ridges and tumor-like bulbs, giving it almost like a human outline. So,
Oh,
imagine,
really?
like imagine like a horribly distorted human form.
laying down.
No, standing up.
Oh.
And so like its hands are up, and like there's like the veins of mold
Oh, shit.
like spread out into the
Nope.
into
Some
the
Avatar shit
That's pretty
right here,
cool.
man. I'm just saying.
okay.
Preemptive fireball.
I was just blow it up and let's go.
It's horny ridges and tomb-like bulbs forming what almost could have been a humanoid outline, and what appears to have once been an exquisite puzzle box
Oh.
the size of a man's fist,
seven sides?
seven-sided, lies smashed and broken at the feet of
That's what
this
was on that
fungoid
stained
shape.
glass.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what you surmise very quickly is that was
The
Vorl
Horcrux?
was Vorl Foxglove.
Oh,
That.
the grandfather.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
So his
So this
wa-
was his failed experiment to become a lich.
Oh, he accidentally.
no, in the midst of the ritual, his wife smashed the box,
Oh, snap.
and it turned him into this
So he got stuck.
this horrific form.
Oh,
Not
damn.
living, not dead. His spirit infused into this.
Well, boys, we better deliver him some mercy.
But
I have
in
that
the
spell.
years since then, however, as you look around at the table and your eyes are kind of quickly adjusting, you notice something. Gore is staring with like disbelief at the table into his immediate left.
yeah, right.
Oh, right there at the edge.
There's a small table, and you can see that it's like it's like a shrine, like you would see at like a funeral,
Oh, God.
There's a crude drawing made of charcoal of Gore.
I don't think you should be here, Gore.
And then Gore kind of like looks at it and like he goes, "My sword." Gore's original greatsword,
Oh, damn.
the one that he
He's
had.
there?
He is there.
The actual
He
sword.
bought it.
The actual
So
sword.
not a drawing of the sword.
No,
the
their actual sword.
His actual
and
trophy.
and like
of
Gore,
it.
and kind of Gore looks down and he sees the dog slicer that he used in the fight that saved Aldern is on the table.
I don't think
So
you
these
should
guys,
be
they've
here,
been
Gore.
collecting like Gore memorabilia.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think Gore should be
Stalker
here.
alert.
Yes, exactly. Gore memorabilia.
Stalker.
Stalker.
Stalker alert.
Gore, I don't
Gore,
think you should
you,
be
you
here.
should you should probably hang back,
to the
a little
back of the
bit just
party.
in case.
Emerging.
Burl
Or no,
sticks his-
he actually should be in the middle then.
So emerging from
agree.
the far side of the chamber, kind of like it was like behind like the fluorescent fungal mass.
Oh, okay. So like right
Somewhere over there,
yeah.
Here.
Burl sticks his head out and looks for the table of
Where
of
is
all the
that
elements
lady?
collected.
So as it comes
him.
out, a familiar face at first.
What?
It's all
Oh, boy.
it's all done.
Shalelu.
Hey, Aldern. What's up, buddy?
Hey, you guys know this guy?
No,
Excuse me, sir.
it's that.
Oh, damn.
It looks like his noble robes.
Do they?
Is that Gene
Do they make it
Simmons?
so it looks
Look at
like
that tongue.
Is that Gene Simmons over there? God damn.
that big?
Yeah,
but-
he pants through his like sharpened teeth, and you see the crumpled form of the Revenant
Lady Foxglove.
at his feet. You made me do it. I didn't want to again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You, he points at Gore. You were supposed to die. And yet you live. How can I beat you? If you still are alive. His lordship doesn't want. Not anymore.
What the fuck?
The herder. The herder.
Who is the herder?
Tim. I didn't want to. They made me. His lordship. He wanted to get away. Start over. I wanted to be like you, Gore. I wanted to be brave. But they were too strong. The herder and the other one. And when he comes, there'll be no stopping it. He looks up at you. Please. And end it now.
Point of clarification. That is Vorl.
No.
No. Vorl is the
Vorl is
the mold-ish
Who's like
humanoid figure.
stuck in the house, stuck in like. And
so he
this
was
is someone
his
else.
grandfather, Vorl Foxglove, tried to turn into a lich. His wife found out about it, broke his phylactery, it exploded. He became this sort of like necro fungus that like killed him and left him alive, and now his spirit infests the house. The creature there is Aldern Foxglove, now a twisted, horrific,
showing his
ghoul-like,
true form.
ghoul-like creature.
Yeah, but he also says the herder is he's not
The
here, so
herder,
there's
yeah, someone else.
so
There's a
there's
lot of
somebody else
names.
involved as
Can I
well.
get a
He
though.
said
quick
herder,
spell on Aldern?
lordship,
Well,
other one. There's
well-
like 3 different names there. Maybe 2
Yeah.
people though. I think.
Quickly, I can't.
Light them up.
I can't.
Light them up.
I can't. You waited too long.
Oh, well, who the fuck is
Girl,
that?
light them up.
Him.
Dude, he's a schizophrenic. Man. He's got multiple personalities.
Now I will feast on your flesh.
I had thought he said herder, like
That's
a
what
sheep
that's
herder.
what I was taking.
I thought
Not
herder
hurt
as well.
her.
One who hurts. Yes.
No.
I didn't.
Or hurts.
Herter. Now you'll pay the price. Now I will reap your soul.
Do you need a throat
Yeah,
lozenge?
make sure you drink something later because your throat's gonna be on fire.
All right, everybody make a perception check.
There it is.
Oh, I am paying attention.
Remember, you guys get +1 because Gore was scouting. And Vilik, you're going to roll a stealth check.
Ooh, yeah.
19 for Burl.
19 for Burl.
I rolled a 5. I'm not feeling so good about it.
I got you.
I rolled really good.
19 for Burl.
I rolled.
Okay, what did Gore get? I should know because I'm rolling this.
I should know because I'm playing.
Of course, I put the sticky note in the position where it covers up his perception. So 13. And Gore got a 21.
Oh,
Not great. Escanor.
21. Blackjack.
Vilik.
I got a 35.
Ooh,
Dang
big
it.
money. No
I couldn't even
whammies.
beat that.
Is
Would
this-
you roll a 20?
Yeah.
That's what I rolled.
Is this what you get?
32.
All right.
But I'm gonna get no damage now on the roll, baby.
All right, so let me roll. Let
out
me
of
roll.
20s.
Let me roll Aldern's 2 initiatives. So his first one's a 29.
Aldrin's 2 initiatives?
Yeah.
Oh, what, the herder and then Aldrin himself?
No, just both the herder.
Oh, he's just that fancy. He gets 2.
All right,
of them.
Bob. You know how this goes. You get to track it. He's got 240.
Oh my God! What the?
And I
Hey, you
run
better
away.
fireball and you better crit fireball this fucker. 240?
240.
240 hit points.
That we
That we have to take on him.
Technically, all we heard was a number. We don't know anything else.
That's true.
If I
Yeah.
do the math on the average fireball,
All right, so
Just light him up.
Aldern's face suddenly like changes from this sort of like. I mean, he's an undead creature, but it changes from this sort of like pitiful, like please, to suddenly he's almost kind of like this. Like he hulked out, like he's savage, like he's like licking his chops, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm going to feast on your flesh. I'm going to eat you alive. I relish the kill. All right, Vilik, you go first.
and to be clear, before we start, there are no other creatures. We don't see anyone else so
don't-
far.
You don't
So far.
see anybody else.
But remember, there's this whole other cavern that we don't know
Well,
what the fuck's going
We
on
know
here.
there's still a scathing over here.
Well, we don't
At
know
least
that.
one.
We suspect that.
We suspect that he could have escaped before we got here.
Good point.
All right,
there could be
Vilik,
other
you
ghouls and
are
gas
up
over there.
first.
Come on, Danny.
It's a good point.
Oh,
Nick.
I'm the green dot, right?
Yes.
You are the green dot.
in the back of the
All
party.
right.
Made
Back
it
of the
easy
bus.
for you.
1, 2.
Now remember, Danny, I don't know if you heard this or not, but the red lines on the map are actually elevation changes. So it's like a spiral ramp that goes down. So if you just go straight across, that's actually a pretty big jump. So certain, climbing checks or athletic checks or acrobatic checks or falling checks are necessary. Otherwise, you got to take the long way around.
And I think your Iron Man 2 post-credit scene description of Thor's hammer
Yes.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
They're excavating,
Yeah, they're excavating. They got the thing around it. It's like a
Yeah.
lab setup. Yeah.
Sir, we found it.
Yes.
And that thing next to the blue cloud is the
That is
guy, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is Aldern
Okay.
the Hurter.
He's the baddie.
The Hurter. H-U-R-T-E-R.
No, not sheep.
Nothing
Hurt.
to do-
like
nothing
hurt,
to do
like
with sheep.
ouch. Bah. He's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come, heroes.
Oh.
Let me feast on your warm flesh.
I'm gonna, I guess, just activate Wolfjaw,
Okay, that's your first action. You got two
and
more.
then I'm gonna go move up to the cliff and then just jump down
Okay.
right in front. It's 30 feet, right?
It is
From
a
40 to 10.
yeah, it's a 30-foot jump down.
Cool.
You break your leg and a couple of ribs.
I think
That's catfall,
he's got
man.
catfall, and he's super acrobatic and athletic.
That
So
is-
I
that
feel
is
like this is
true.
gonna be pretty easy. But
Well, so the good news is Catfall. What is your sorry, Danny? What is your rank in acrobatics?
Expert.
So you treat it as if it was a 25-foot less fall.
Oh, not 30?
No, but luckily with 5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet is like a trip.
is nothing. So
Yeah.
you're totally fine. In fact, Danny, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Roll high. Come on.
I would assume this is like anything but a 1.
Yeah, pretty much.
16, baby!
That's not bad.
All
So
right.
I rolled a 2, man.
yeah, so Villic,
Oh, wow.
so Villic runs forward and just like flips down the wall. He nimbly lands like a cat, taking absolutely no damage. All right, so Danny, that doesn't take any of your movement or time, so you still have.
Oh, so that fall down doesn't count as like a
Nope.
couple feet because of.
Nope, it doesn't really count as movement because you're just kind of like zipping down.
Oh, okay. Well then, I was right behind
So
it.
you still have, I think,
15,
like
20,
you have like 20 more feet of
25.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 15 more.
Yeah.
3 squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go 3 more squares to the right, and
All right.
then,
And then you have
this
one-
ship's trying to load. So.
And then you have one action left.
Wolf stance.
He's already in it.
I
Oh,
already did that. I don't. Can I just like? Is it called ready?
No, you need
no,
2
you
actions.
need 2 actions to ready.
2 actions in it? Oh, okay.
So if you want, you can back up 15 feet to where you plop down. Oh no, you wolfjaw. I'm sorry, you wolfjaw. You wolfjaw. So you used 1 action to wolfjaw.
And then-
You used
and
1
then
action
one
to
to
move, and now you have
Yeah,
1
yeah,
action
yeah.
left.
You
Yeah,
could
okay.
use another action to move to get closer to him if you wanted to melee next turn.
True.
But he
Or-
may
And
attack you
and
in
get
that.
slapped twice.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
Or
Maybe that's not the best idea, but at least
you could
it's
also
a-
fall back, Villic. You could move back up around the ramp.
You could recall knowledge.
Yeah.
That might be
But I need-
helpful for
but
us.
I need-
What check is that?
Recall knowledge?
It would be religion.
Can I like try and hide? No, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely, you can.
you can.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. So what you
Oh.
can do here is, you
I don't
can.
have cover though.
No, but you do like here, over here in this little corner.
There's a little hiding spot.
Yeah, you kind of drop down behind the wall.
Yeah, you're like a small goblin. So the other thing about it, actually, Danny, so this is actually kind of an interesting perspective. So Danny was hiding. He was using stealth.
he's stealth, yeah.
So
He
at the
was
beginning of the
being
combat,
unnoticed.
he was actually hidden,
Oh, so
which means
Homeboy
he didn't
doesn't
see
even
him. So Danny was already stealthed at the beginning of the combat. So he was already hidden. So even though we're moving one guy at a time, realistically, Escanor and Gore are rushing in and they're starting to run down the thing. And while that's all happening, Villic just kind of like click, 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 like, kind of like
Oh, yeah.
wall jumps back and forth between these little crevices and gets down
I
there.
see him obsessing over Gore.
Yeah. So Danny, when you get to the bottom, in fact, there's stone and ridges here. So we can actually say that you could probably like move to right to here even, because again,
Or is that purple cloud?
that is the
Am I,
that's the living cloud of fungus. Because remember also too that Gore in this position,
He's hiding behind it then too, right?
Well, no, it's not like that. But remember, the guy is below him in elevation. So Danny's actually got like
And he's small.
the lip of
He's got the upper hand.
He's got the lip of the ridge.
But him hiding there too, he's also blocked because of the center.
Yes, the column of
fungi,
evil
tentacles,
fungi.
yeah.
So Danny, go ahead and make a hide check.
Well, okay. Damn. Okay, never mind. Is that just with my stealth roll?
Yeah,
Or
that is a hide.
Okay.
The hide check is a stealth check, as long as you have cover. And because you have cover, you get +2 to this hide check.
20. That's a 22 then.
22, he said.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said 20 and then the +2.
Got 22. Okay, so Villic sneaks into the chamber and avoids the notice of Aldern. All right, Azius. Escanor and Gore are, overwhelmed at the horror, but you've been ready for this. So you go first in the stunning change of events.
Yeah. I am going to recall knowledge
Yep. On whom?
on
Aldern?
Aldern.
Yeah, go for it.
The Herter.
The herder.
And this is, you said, the religion?
Yes.
Okay.
Also society, if you have that.
Society will
Whichever's
be
higher.
a little better. That's a total of 20.
Okay, 20. So what is it that you...
I'm looking for more of a AC here.
Okay, so you got a 20?
It's like, not enough. Not
Something
enough.
in the
here.
terms of how I'm going to be able to hit this thing.
DC is 22, but I'll give it to you.
Oh.
Just something nice. So his AC is 26.
Okay. That's, yeah.
26.
Okay. And then I was thinking about sorry. I was thinking about moving up, guys, but I don't know if you obviously want me to get in front of you to take a lot of the hurt.
So your question is, do you want to fight this thing or not?
No, I want to fight him, but I
Full
don't want to
speed
get
ahead.
too close.
Well,
Get
is my
closer
club.
than me.
Yeah, I know, I hear you there.
what's the range of fireball? If you decide
Fireball
to
is
do
not
that.
what I'm using. Are you telling
Okay.
me we have an undead or fiend character who's going to take 10d6 from
you know what I
Searing
know?
Light?
His AC is 26.
I don't give a shit.
Oh.
No,
He looks like a ghast.
Searing Light
from
is
that
a very
picture.
powerful spell, and it's even stronger if.
Did
the
it work on
opponent-
ghasts?
Yeah. If they're dead or a fiend or
This
undead.
thing looks like one.
Well, I'm certain he is, but it deals 5d6 normal. And then if they're dead or undead or fiend, it deals an additional 5d6. So 10d6. The problem is it's a single target. So fireball is good when I have like a bunch of gas and ghouls.
Right.
But when you have one dude here, Searing Light, I'm going to cast this motherfucker. I'm going to cast Searing Light 4 times in a row on my 4 turns. So that's what to
Do you
expect
need
from
more
me.
information?
No.
What's the
Okay, you don't care
range
then.
on that?
Then I'm gonna rage
120.
and then move up 30 feet.
Okay, well, go ahead
So
and move
you guys
yourself.
do what you want.
Remembering the elevations.
The next 4 turns, Searing Light is at this guy.
Okay, so Azius, you rage and you begin making your way down around the
So I
spiral.
can move 30 feet when I'm raging.
Yeah.
Normally 25, and then
No more like 20.
oh, you get a 10 bonus.
Yeah, only when I'm raging.
Yeah. All right, so
so angry.
Aldern is going to remember ghouls have that like swift leap ability,
Oh God.
and as a single move action, he can.
What is swift leap?
Yeah. So swift leap is an ability of the ghoul. As a single move action, he can move half his speed as a jump, which does not provoke opportunity actions. So he's going to do this. He's going to move. He's going to swift leap to here.
Oh, he's coming after you, Azius.
He lands in front of
Born for
Azius, and he slashes at you with his war razor.
Oh, War Razor.
Yeah, remember that big
Love
huge
that
thing?
name.
Yeah.
The big flat blade.
The straight razor, the giant straight razor.
The giant straight razor. Yeah. If it works, man.
I didn't know. That's why I said the giant
Yeah.
straight razor. That's why
looks
I
like
remember
a
this. I didn't realize what it was
cutting wood
called
tool.
though.
He found a big hunk of steel and he just.
It's like that
sharpened
tool
it.
that was in your shop that you had.
Yeah, my Japanese pulse saw.
That's
Ooh.
what that looks like.
Full saw has
26.
That's a hit. Not crit.
17 damage.
Stamina?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just
Finally, we got to make sure in this place because nothing hit our stamina yet. It's
Right.
been all just nope. Hit
Finally,
points.
what a reprieve.
yeah, right.
So he claws at you with his war razor. I'm gonna drink your blood. Hack him, slash him, kill him. He slashes again with his razor with a -5 penalty. Get an 18.
That's a miss.
All right.
So wing and a miss.
He's done. Escanor.
All right, let's see here. So I am not within range to do anything there.
25?
Yeah, I can. I have a 25 speed, so I can get next to him.
To
That's
confirm,
right.
Azius, you're here,
Yes.
and then he's diagonal here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Escanor can stand on that lip.
You can stand here.
I can stand
Yeah.
on the little edge there.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah. I'll just say that if something happens to you, like you get tripped,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah,
chance
then
that there's a chance you'll go off the edge.
Yeah.
And going from about
And there's just enough room.
35 to a 5, that's gonna hurt. Yeah.
What's your speed? Can you get 25, 30, 35,
Yeah,
40?
what is your speed?
25.
Oh, I should have stayed back a little bit.
You know,
you wouldn't have
Bob,
been able to attack.
you were going for it. I appreciate
I'll say
it.
because
Ooh, I forgot.
Yeah, let's,
Oh, boy.
let's hear some sound effects, please. I mean,
Please.
wait
is
for it.
Is
Wait
it
for it.
diegetic? I played my boombox.
Make sure you leave that here for every week.
It's good because no one sees it, and I'm just like, because I don't know, you know.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I loved it.
No,
I
that's
took me,
great.
it took
I'm
me a
sorry.
second to realize what was happening, and
I
then I
was-
was laughing.
I lost it because of him. All right.
Stay focused.
So I'm gonna have to try and go up to that the little lip area there. I'm gonna move up
Get him.
and hang
Ooh,
off hang
I like
off the
this.
edge. And then I'm going to come at him with my my striking longsword at this point.
Okay. AC's 26.
There we go.
That'll be a 32.
Hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
32 is a miss.
Yes.
2d8. 9 damage.
Plus
Plus
no,
my force
9 plus.
would be my strength.
Remember,
right.
if you say 9,
Right.
Yeah.
Derek's
So
taking
it would
9.
be right. No, fair enough. 13.
Yeah, Bob's taking track of the damage.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Oh, all right.
Remember also too,
Thanks
that
to Bob.
almost never in
It
this
helps.
game do you ever roll a die and that's just what you roll. There's usually something you're
Magic
adding.
missile.
Yeah. No, you had +1 to each missile.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought
not-
it was just
yeah.
straight up the
No.
D4s.
No, it's +1
oh, well, I take
per
that
missile.
back.
All right, Escanor. So you moved, you attacked, and you have one action left.
Spit at him.
Shield up.
Now remember, now your shield is no longer up.
Right. So
It drops at the start of each of your turns.
and would you say that this creature is evil?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you say he's also a little wrathful?
Yes.
Yeah, a little too wrath.
A little too wrathful. So I think I'm going to try one of my focus spells here, and I'm
Okay.
going to do litany
How-
against wrath.
How many actions is a focus spell?
One.
One action, and it's a verbal one.
That's
with,
the benefit of the focus spell.
yeah, so
Yes.
I will do
From the guy
that.
who
As
never
I've
used-
heard.
as you've
As
heard.
I've heard. I've never actually cast it. So.
Yes.
So
All right,
I will do
so-
litany against wrath.
All right, Escanor. What does that look like?
Please tell me.
So the
Or
target,
sound like? No. I don't read from the
Oh.
book.
Oh, yeah.
Hum.
Tell me.
trying to think of a good way to say it. Just basically screaming at him, "You shall die, you evil fiend!"
That's perfect.
That works.
All right.
Love it.
So the power of the castigation rings out from the paladin, and holy words speak, and the air thrums with power. All right. Aldrin is going to make a will save.
Yep.
You notice that this seems like it's particularly effective against this creature.
Oh, he's gonna will save, huh?
But I rolled a very good draw. I got a 27.
Spellcaster reviews his spells.
So what is your DC?
My DC is 22.
Okay, so he passed.
He
So
did
what-
pass.
So what happens?
That's
on
your
a
class
pass?
DC? That's yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first time the target uses the action deals damage to at least one good creature, the target takes
actually-
3d6 good damage.
Actually, you have two DCs. Your class DC is your paladin DC. That's tied to your strength. You also have a divine spell DC, which is the exact same thing, except it uses your charisma instead of your strength. And I think your charisma is 1 point lower than your
Yes.
strength. So the DC is actually 1 point.
That's the
lower.
be
downside of
21
being a split character.
Right.
For me,
Okay,
it's
so it'll be
all charisma because that's all that matters.
But he passed either way. So what happens on a pass? What's it say?
So it says for a success, the first time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least one good creature, the target takes 3d6 good damage.
Okay.
All right.
Great. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So he is affected by that, and it is Gore's turn.
Get him, Gore.
Gore's a little upset here.
Oh yeah, because of his. Is he too busy admiring his shrine?
No, I mean, yeah. Gore's,
He's freaked out.
Gore's horrified at seeing this obsession.
No,
so
he's like, I can use all these fucking weapons to throw.
If I know Gore, he
Gore
pulls
has
up the dog
Gore,
slicer.
you know, Rory's not here anymore. Gore has a +1 striking bastard sword. He's not using a
Loves it.
non-lethal or a mundane dog slicer.
No.
Missed by 27. Cool. Yeah, great.
So unlike his character.
Right. So here's what we're going to do. Gore is going to sudden charge to here.
Nice.
Actually,
I was like, can he flank him?
he
Maybe.
he might be able to. What's his speed? 30. Yeah, Gore's a fast son of a bitch.
Yeah, buddy, flank his
10,
ass.
20, 30. Yeah, so Gore is going to sudden charge to here.
Oh, yeah.
However, as he moves
That
through this
motherfucker's
space.
Oh, attack of
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yeah, so Aldern turns towards him. You can't get past me. And he swings at him and he gets a 32.
Oh, damn.
That's good.
That's got to be a hit.
And
No, it is
No,
26.
his AC is 23, so it's
the attack of opportunity. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gore is hit normally. But I did it's 9 plus 15 damage to Gore.
I have a question for you,
Yep.
Mr. Derek.
Yep.
When, because I don't know this. When a character has 2
Yep.
different turns,
Yep.
does he have 2?
At the start of his turn, he gets 3 actions and a reaction.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Now,
I was like, is that
No.
reaction just keep coming fucking back?
well,
Sure does.
Yeah,
so
it's like,
here's my
you heard
question.
that, Matt, right?
Say again?
It probably won't come up to you. Don't worry. You're going to be out of combat almost all the time.
Before-
He's going to have a reaction every time he comes back.
Before damage is done, can I retributive strike?
Yes.
So you can do a reaction on a reaction.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
Nice. Is that the shield?
Yeah. So
Thing?
basically, it says
it's a paladin thing.
Yeah, it protects my ally from a strike from their foe. They get resistance to damage equal to 2+ my level. So I'm at a 8
Right.
damage protection.
So he takes 8 less damage.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, because you're at level
Yep.
6.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And
So-
then I make a melee strike against him as well.
What?
Yep.
Now, okay, it's when he, okay, yeah. He's not flanked yet. He's not flanked.
No,
No,
this is
correct.
occurring.
It's
While
when
he's
he's next
walking
to him,
by.
yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a
Same
hit.
thing. So
Yep.
it will be a 2d8. 8 plus 4, 12 damage again.
All
right.
right.
All right, so Gore rushes past. The herder turns. You're not getting past me. And he leaps at him with the War Razor. However, he does so, Escanor interposes. Divine light flares around Gore, shielding him from the attack. And filled with the powerful might of retribution, the paladin brings down an ace attack on Aldern. He struck. Aldern turns towards you. His detention as Gore, like fleet-footed, sweeps into a position, flanking the creature, dropping his AC from 26 to 24. And Gore strikes with his power attack with a plus 17 to hit.
Big money, no whammies.
Critical hit!
Oh, yeah.
Now, that is typical Gore.
Way to instill his character still.
Yeah, that is such a Gore.
All right, we got 2d12. So this is plus 4.
Okay.
So that's 20.
Yeah.
Doubled because it's a critical. 40 damage.
But that's a double, so you get to roll again, right? No. we're not playing
That's
craps.
a classic. That's a classic Rory in there.
All right, so
sitting in the
Mixing
spot.
D and
hang
D,
on.
right? D and D and Pathfinder.
all right, so Gore slashes down at him for 40 damage. Gore
Jeez Louise.
spins his blade around, attacks again.
Get him, Gore.
Minus 5, so
Minus
plus
5?
12 against the creature's AC of 24. That's a 24. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause he's 24, that's
yeah,
right,
he got
nice.
dropped.
12 plus?
4, 16.
16 total.
16, so 56 damage in a round from Gore.
God damn, Gore.
All right,
All right,
Doing
Burl.
work, son.
Burl with no hesitation does a backflip.
Large me.
Does a backflip over.
No, you'll shove me off the edge.
Yeah,
Overlook.
we would say that we did that. Yep.
It's crowded over there.
And then cast 1 of 4.
It's crowded over there.
And
Searing light.
Flatfoot does not affect him, correct?
No, he is
I don't give a
not
shit
flat
about
Now,
footed.
when you say 1 of 4, did
he is
you
flat-
cast haste first?
He is flat-footed to Escanor. He is flat-footed to Gore. He is not flat-footed to any. He is flat-footed to Escanor. He is flat-footed to Gore because he is flanked. He is flat-footed to Villic because he cannot see Villic.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
He couldn't
Yeah, yeah.
see me at the start of the turn.
He knows you're there. You're allowed with your badger.
Good try. Good try.
Matt, you could have at the start of your turn made a hide check.
And then you would have been flat-footed
But
to
then I
him.
would have had to make a move because I
Ye-
couldn't have seen him from here.
Exactly.
So it would have taken 2 actions
Two
there
actions.
instead of
From
just
here,
the
I
one
don't
to
have
get
a
in
line of
range.
sight.
Correct. If you did though, you could, and if you did, then you would be.
But instead, I did a sweet ass backflip.
That's actually a cool. That's also a reason why there may be an advantage to you avoiding notice.
Yeah.
Because then
Oh, for
you would
sure.
start the fight hidden, and then
Yeah.
that first attack.
And you get the negative.
It's
The
harder.
geography
It's
of
harder
this
for
match.
spellcasters, and well, it's harder for ranged characters in general to get the flat-footed condition because
They're at a distance.
you can only get it at a distance when they have it on them because like they're prone or something happened to them or they're distracted.
And the problem is my spells take 2 of my actions, and
Yes.
and in this case here, I have to move to get there.
Correct.
So like,
Yep.
it,
shit out of
it
luck.
renders it useless
Right.
at that point.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
okay.
could haste yourself, but
But no, because the first round I don't benefit. The second round I would.
you're right. Well,
We'll
yeah.
wait till level 7. I can cast it on everyone. And
No, that's not level 7. That's level 7 spell. It's level 15.
yeah. 14. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eventually.
semantics. Details.
All right, so Burl emerges and
So to Bob, to your answer, 1 of 4 because I'm just going to cast a spell 4 times in a row on my turn, every turn against him. Searing Light.
You can.
I was like, Kamehameha.
Plus 12.
oh,
Big
We don't
money.
even know how to do that math.
I mean, it's not a
31.
crit,
critical.
but
No,
it is a
31
hit.
is 31 is not a
Your
crit.
No,
AC
he's
26.
I rolled a 19.
His AC
22.
26.
You need that 20.
We are at the level
Yeah,
where the sorcerer is shit.
you are your worst level right now.
If it were next level.
Right.
But anyway, 10d6.
10 well, no. It's dangerous sorcery, so you get to add 3.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Yeah.
not a bloodline spell, so it's just the plus 3.
It is my signature, which doesn't matter
It
at all.
doesn't matter.
here.
But so it's 10d6 plus 3.
Chance gonna love this. There it is.
Oh.
Why did you roll so aggressive? You just add all this shit
That's
up.
how you gotta roll, Bob. You roll aggressive. Anyone at home, if you're not rolling your dice,
If we get a chance to play on my table, I hope you smash it up against the walls.
All right, so we got 10 plus 12. Are you keeping track?
No, you just tell me the total, please.
Well,
22.
I'm gonna yell at you.
22.
10 and 12 is 22.
Yes.
Plus an additional 6 is 28. 27. Or wait, it goes
29.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, plus 3, 44.
Nice.
Bravo, sir. 44 damage. So what's he at? Like 300 now?
105.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
And from 240.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Give me another turn, motherfucker.
Well, he gets to go.
That was
Well,
some
he
good
gets another
rolls.
turn now, so
There's a lot of 5s and 6s in there.
Lucky,
Yeah, there are.
Lucky is exploring.
Oh, you know, Lucky gets 1 action.
Oh, he does.
That's right.
He's
You
a
get
mature
the,
companion.
Yeah.
Get him in there. Yeah, okay.
Is there a better place for me to put Lucky?
Tell him to.
Can he flank the other side of him
He
diagonally
only
to
gets
make
one
only
it
gets
easier?
one action.
He gets one
So
action.
5,
What's his
10,
speed?
15, 20. I think 20.
Don't
think
you
it's-
sit that spot.
I could get 25.
How am I gonna fight?
So you can go.
I could do 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. I can't get there.
No. Okay.
I'd say hide behind that
the
desk.
desk.
I mean, I'll get in combat. So worst case, if someone can
Okay.
like hang off the ledge here, if
Oh, he falls.
he's dead.
Bye, God.
If
Remember now.
All right.
Lucky
So,
can't
Herder
how
is
much?
going again.
all right, Aldern spins. He rings up his war razor and then just brings his foot up and boom, kicks you in the chest.
Motherfucker. I'm going off this cliff,
he's
guys.
He's trying to push you.
I'm going off this cliff. And that is, I would assume, probably an athletics check.
No, he makes an athletics check
yeah.
versus your fortitude DC.
So it's just plus 10.
So whatever your fortitude bonus is, you add 10 to it.
23 then.
So he's got to get a 23, and he has a plus 17.
God. Guys, I'm going off the fucking cliff.
Let me make sure I got this right. Shove. Yep, athletics against fortitude DC. If he critical succeeds, you get to move 10 feet, but he only needs a success.
I'm going 30 feet
Plus 17.
down.
Nice.
30.
What is he saying? 300 when he kicks him over the kicks him into the.
This is Sparta.
He's like, this is Foxglove.
This is misgivings.
This is misgivings. All right, so you're knocked off. You fall to the ground. You don't have any sort of special benefit or bonus.
Is he prone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will be prone.
Fuck.
Dude, I
But-
just fell fucking 30 feet. You land on your feet 30
Now,
minutes like that,
you have
man.
a sword and a shield and a torch, so none of your hands are free, so you can't try to grab the edge.
Correct.
So you just get kicked off. You hand scramble. You fall down. Boom. You land prone, and I believe you take
Bludgeoning damage, right?
15 damage. I think it's.
Oh, I thought it was a roll.
No, that's D&D.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It's always like 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
You take bludgeoning damage equal half the distance you fell and you land prone. So you fell 30 feet.
Right.
You take 15 damage and you fall prone.
Is that
now is
HP
that-
or stamina?
Yeah.
A stamina.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little better option than what I was
Thinking
going
of a
for
level
here.
0 character who falls like 2 feet. Oh, you're
No,
dead.
it has to be more than 5. Which is why when
So
Villic, it's why when
7
Villic
feet,
fell
7
5
feet.
feet, nothing happens.
Makes
But if you fall 6 feet, you take 3 damage and you fall prone. All right, so that was his first action. His second
pretty
action,
cool first action.
His
I'm not
second
gonna
action,
lie.
his second action is he's going to use his sudden leap, which again lets him move, and when he moves, it avoids reactions. So no one's attacks of opportunity or anything change.
Shit. Is he gonna leap on me? Yep. Motherfucker.
He leaps down the 30-foot cliff, lands with no damage, and while you're prone, your AC's down by 2.
Coup de grace.
Right,
He
right.
drives the War Razor into your chest. Now he's already made 1 attack because he made the push. So this is at -5. So
The downside, though,
he's at
is
plus 13 to
plus
hit.
13. But if he hits you, you're dead.
No, well, there's a couple disadvantages actually.
I'm double fucked.
So what's your AC right now?
My AC right now is 25, but you said I lose 2, so
Right,
it'd be 23.
you're flat-footed because
Right.
you're prone.
Right.
So your AC drops down to
23.
23. So it hasn't come up yet, but Aldern also has sneak attack plus 2d6. So when a creature is flat-footed,
Dude, I'm fucked.
he does an additional 2d6 damage. So plus 15.
Roll 1.
Get that
30.
Get that rogue damage.
That don't fuck me
So he's going
up.
to do 2d8 plus 6 plus 2d6.
Ones.
shit.
Oh, there's 1. Oh, but there's a 7.
is 21 plus 6. 27 damage.
All the stamina. Remember, you can always use
Oh,
a
I'm-
resolve in combat to half
I know.
your resolve.
I know.
And
I'm
that
at-
was his 3 actions.
You
And
said
remember,
20,
he has a
27,
reaction
right?
again. Mm-hmm. Villic.
Danny, what are you gonna do? He's on your level now, though.
He is on your
you don't
level.
have to leap up.
I can't run. Can I run around?
He,
Is there,
Well, he's on the same level as you now.
he can get flat-footed from a prone character, can
No,
he?
I'm not threatening to him.
No, you are.
Oh, am I?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
you
so
could-
then yeah, Danny,
you
go
could
on
get
the
behind
opposite
him.
side of me, or of him to me, and then we both would flank him. Then.
So if I go 3 feet, the 3 squares to the right, can I jump that diagonal and run around that in between that little?
Oh, do you have the
So
movement
saying
for that?
Jump here. So if this were.
Are you going to
5,
take 2
10,
moves
15,
to do that, Danny?
Why are you trying to do that?
So he doesn't get attacked.
Because if you run past
Got
him,
attack of attack.
Villic
opportunity
has mad attack, mad movement.
there. Yeah.
So what's Villic's movement?
40, I think.
40, I thought.
So count it out. What's that?
so
That's
5,
4.
10,
2,
15.
3, 4.
I don't know what a jump would be.
5 for each square.
Well,
then,
a
or?
jump is an action, but
So he can't.
no, but he has cat fall. He can fall 25 feet.
So
It
he's
doesn't
just going to
matter.
drop down and walk back up. Basically, is what's going to happen.
So how would it work? 5, 10, 15.
Just normal distance.
And then down here would be 20, 25.
Which square is he in though?
So that's
I can
30.
flank.
So
Is he in
he's,
that
You have to
square?
get. You have to get.
You have to be one further.
Yeah,
I
one
think that's
further.
within 40 feet.
yeah, that's
From
40
here,
exactly
he
right
could
there.
go here. As
Yeah.
long as that jump was fine.
That's fine.
But that does cost 2
I'm not
actions.
jumping.
No, that's 1. It was.
Oh, because it's
Yeah, he doesn't need to jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Danny can
Wow.
just no. Danny
That's sweet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh yeah, he's easy.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
that's
so-
35
all right,
feet.
so now
I
you're
think.
flanking
So you're
him.
Yeah,
good.
Danny has enough movement that he can just do that. All right, so
Fast
I'm flanking
motherfucker.
right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Nope.
Villic, so a couple things. He's flat-footed, but he would have been flat-footed anyways because you were hidden at the beginning of this attack.
No idea this guy is.
Yeah, so you had no idea that you were here. So Villic, you flip out. Now remember, Villic, if you hit, you're going to do 2 extra points of damage because you have your wolf jaw has backstabber, and you are flanking a creature, and that gives you 2 extra points of damage. So
2 extra.
2 points of
damage.
extra.
extra damage.
I don't get extra accuracy off that.
No, his armor class is down. So normally you have to roll and hit a 26,
right.
but because you're now flanking with Escanor, because even though Escanor is on the ground, he still has a sword and shield, and he can still fight. The creature's armor class drops to 24. So that's the number you have to hit now.
Okay.
Phil.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do wolf drag.
Okay, Wolf Drag. Yep, do it.
Oh, this is a new thing.
This is a new thing. All right, so,
So,
it's two. It's
tell
two,
us what that is.
Yeah.
What is the wolf drag?
So Wolf Drag is a
So 2. Oh, you good?
yeah.
No.
So Wolf Drag is a new monk power that Villic has, which is an evolution of the Wolf Jaw stance. Ooh. And it enables him to basically kind of like hit somebody and then just throw them to the ground.
Yeah.
And what's really great about
Wolf
it is
drag them to the
yeah,
ground.
Wolf
Okay.
drag them to the ground. And what's really great about it is it's a 2-action attack. If it hits, it does damage, which is great. But then if it hits, They're
just
just tripped.
hits.
Trips them.
There's no check to see if they're tripped.
Oh, we
If
were
it
talking about
just
like
hits.
trip a dragon.
you could trip a you could yeah.
So basically, we're gonna be. Hopefully, he succeeds. We're gonna be laying next to each other.
Villic, yes. Villic, the 4 foot tall halfling goblin, can just take like a 20-foot giant and just bring him to the ground. All right, Villic, what'd you
But
get?
it also has something with a fatal D12, and I don't know what that means.
That means if you crit, it does an extra D12 points of damage.
Roll that 20.
Oh.
Roll
So-
that 20. Come on.
So what'd you get to hit?
That 33.
Oh, just come on.
Wow, that is literally 1 point away.
Yeah, critical would have been 34.
All right, hey Dan.
I'll use a hero point.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Danny. Use a hero point. All right,
You only
Danny.
got about 100 of them. Might as well.
So I was gonna say, I was like, well, there is hero. All right, Danny. So you
that
crit. So remember, what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your 2d8 plus 4 damage, and then you're gonna double that.
Wow, that's some shit. Okay. 18.
All right, and then you're gonna add an extra d12. So roll an extra d12.
26.
So 26 total. Okay, great.
All right.
And the creature is knocked prone.
Hey,
Yes.
that's great for everyone else.
And more importantly, he is now flat-footed to you.
Yeah, because now how are you
prone.
going to avoid the searing light now?
Right.
I do have one
Plus, you
question.
got the top shot on him.
Yeah.
What does that get?
Nothing, but I mean,
It looks cool.
It looks cool.
Do I count as a good creature?
Yeah, shit, yeah.
You are good.
Yeah, we're all good,
Okay,
man.
so because he only had a success against Litany against Wrath, when he attacked me, he should have also taken 3d6
roll
damage.
it. Roll it. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So, Can I borrow a d? I need one more d6.
I got 10 of them.
Dude, I got no. Dang it.
9 damage.
Okay, 9 extra damage as he is
That's
he is
70.
castigated. You're like,
Don't go there, girlfriend.
all
How many
right.
hero points does everyone have?
Well, I have a 3. I actually don't know.
Quadro.
Which one's hero points are. I only have 3.
I forgot about hero points.
Gore
For,
has 4.
I forgot about hero points
Okay.
for a hot
You
second.
have as many, I think, as your level almost, I believe, Danny.
I have 5 now.
Okay.
Okay, you have 5 now.
All right.
Now, after he used one.
Yeah, finally.
All right, so that's all of Villic's actions. Azius. All right, so the creature is now 30 feet below you, give or take, but it and Escanor are on the ground as Villic kind of flips up, sweeps underneath the I like to think that he got the leg and then like got between him and then just hit him the back of the skull on the ground of the almost like an MMA move.
So right now we're having pillow talk, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Johnny.
No, remember this thing has got these huge barbaric claws.
And a long ass tongue trying to.
I'm thinking Daniel and Johnny from Karate Kid.
Can,
Sure, yes.
Can he?
When he sweeps the leg and
Yes,
he cracks his
yes.
head? Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
Can he?
Got
Can he
him.
jump down on him and as
That's
an
what I was
attack?
going to say.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I drop the elbow, but instead of elbow, it's with my destiny?
Absolutely.
Okay, but how does that hurt me?
We'll figure it out.
Cushions the blow, man.
I mean,
Come
I think it
on.
seems pretty reasonable that
Yeah.
you're going to take 15. He's going to take 15.
Yeah. Plus whatever. Plus
What's his-
whatever.
What's
That's what I
his?
think I'm going to do.
What's his HP at right now?
Oh, it's
We don't
70. It's a lot higher than mine. But my first instinct, I'm raging. The enemy just fell off
Right.
the cliff.
No, you
Or
jumping on top of him
he
at
jumped.
sacrifice of your own
I
health
wanna
is
yeah. Oh,
very
absolutely.
much easier.
All right, so
I
here-
follow him into the grave.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this a 2-action attack.
Yes.
It's going to
No,
be
no,
like
no, not me.
it's going to be like
He missed. Sorry,
all right,
you're
so
done.
it's going to be a 2-action attack, okay? Like power attack.
Okay.
So you're going to attack. You're going to take 15 damage.
Yes. Okay.
because
Write that off now.
You can just write that off
yeah,
now.
you willingly take it.
And then make your attack. He's flat-footed. So go ahead and make your attack. Oh,
Come on.
his AC's 24.
Yeah, it's 30.
Okay, so you hit,
Ooh.
but because it's a power attack, add an extra die of damage.
Really?
Yeah, so do 3d12.
Can I borrow a D12?
D12,
I did-
D12.
I never expected to be using it. What the? Jeez Louise.
Johnny
like
on the
this.
spot with a D12.
So
baby.
3d12
one.
plus 10.
Oh, that was a terrible roll.
wasn't
15,
too-
25.
In the 5 was all right.
It's 25. It's
yeah, it's
25.
25.
Bad.
All right,
That's
now,
a little
Azius,
less than, or a little more than a third of his health right there. That's not too bad.
Yeah, feel free to rearrange them. It was a whole orgy of
Azius, you land with your momentum and you fall prone just beyond him. But you have one action left.
You guys are tumbling around.
Basically, it's a fucking
you
orgy
strike
down
him
here.
from-
Yeah,
the ground?
you have a -2 penalty to attack when you're on the ground, and it's your second attack, so it would be a -7 penalty to attack.
He's at 26.
I mean, what else are you
Well,
doing?
he's flat-footed because he's on the ground.
I can
You
see
said
him now.
-7?
Yeah.
I could just see him now, like rolling over.
I'll take
and
that.
All
I'll
right.
take those odds.
Okay.
So -7 puts me at plus.
So you're trying to hit a
Plus
20.
8.
So you're trying to hit a 24. You need a 16.
All right, here we
Come
go.
on.
All right, just the normal 2d12 plus 10 this time, Bosh.
Which is all right.
Like I said, I'm just picturing him just rolling
Oh, that's a
over.
better roll. That's a better roll. 26. That did more damage.
Yeah, 26.
That's 26.
It's more momentum than anything. Just keep it over the roll.
He's at 19.
All right, now this is where
19.
oh, he's in luck because
he's
there's
not.
no one near him. Oh no, Villic is next to him.
I like how I swing from
Yeah,
the ground for more
don't
damage.
forget about
Did we
me.
move all those people around for some reason?
Yeah,
it
a little bit.
It's a whole clusterfuck.
Well,
I
no,
was
it's,
ready to call it out.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's a
all
whole
right,
thing.
Villic. Here's your moment to shine.
Oh, boy.
So
He's gonna try to get up.
he stands up.
Punch him in the face, Villic.
Attack of opportunity.
Just punch
So-
him in the face.
No, Villic doesn't have attack opportunity. He has standstill, which
which is
only
a
triggers on
reflex,
movement.
or
Yeah,
what
it's
do we call
still
it?
a reaction, but the monk's standstill only works on movement actions, not on manipulate actions. So he starts. So amongst all these people who are like flailing around and trying to get up, Villic towers above because he's the only one standing.
No.
Yeah.
He just sees over top of
Yeah.
us,
Right,
just,
just
barely.
barely.
So Aldern struggles to get to his feet, and Villic, you're there. So make an attack with your full bonus to hit.
Come on, buddy.
Does he have -1 from
4.
flanking?
He has -2
He's minus
because
2.
he's
Sorry, minus
flat-footed
2. That's
because he's on the ground.
It's a 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just one attack with your highest bonus to hit.
Man, I got 19.
Okay. So you miss, but he does spend an action to stand up.
Boo.
I rolled a 2, man.
Bullshit.
Digital dice.
Oh, no, that's a 17. That's even no. I can't math. That's even lower.
I will not be defeated by the likes of you. He hacks into the prone Escanor, flat-footed, and this is a sneak attack because he's a rogue. Plus 18, Escanor. 37.
That hits me twice.
Ouch. That's a critical.
All right.
That one's going to hurt.
Oh, boy.
That one's going to sting, guys. It was nice working with you.
What are you at?
I got 6 stamina and 23 health.
Did he die?
So Aldern staggers to his feet. He turns at the paladin who has been smiting him with righteous anger and drives his war razor down into the paladin's prone chest. It is a critical hit. And
For sure,
so it's
Dad.
2d8 plus 6 plus 2d6 from sneak attack.
Oh my
it's a crit, and that all gets doubled.
So
If
it was
let's say,
nice knowing you
these
guys.
low numbers, all low.
One,
Those are a lot of low
one,
numbers.
2 ones.
7, 9.
2 ones.
So 9 plus 6, 15. Doubled. 30.
Barely killed you.
Well, barely
Okay.
case.
I had
29, you
Okay.
fucker.
Also, let's be clear with our terms.
Sorry.
here.
I am now
You're
wounded
definitely
1.
not. No, none
Oh,
of
you
those
were
things.
dying one.
No, because he got dropped by a crit, so he's dying 2.
Oh.
You're right.
So
No,
you
you're
go
absolutely
to
right.
dying 2, and your initiative, Escanor, goes to right here.
So yeah, so if you want to, so when you crit,
Yeah. So in Pathfinder, when you get reduced to 0 hit points and 0 hit points, you become dying 1, and you die once your dying condition reaches 4. So if you get hit with a critical, though, if that's what drops you to 0, you go to dying 2 immediately. If you ever get to dying 4, you die. On your turn,
Real dead, like no coming back.
yeah, real dead, not coming back.
Like creating
on
a
your
character.
on your turn,
Permadeath.
yeah.
Right, like
on your turn, you get to make a flat check. It's basically DC 10 or 11, and if you make it, you stabilize. And if you fail it, it gets worse, and then you go to dying 3, and then you go to dying 4.
it's dying 1 plus your wounded level, right?
No, wounded. He's not wounded at all.
No, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's wounded 0, he gets
Yes.
plus 0.
So the big difference with dying or getting knocked unconscious in Pathfinder is in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, if I'm at 25 hit points and I get hit for 755 points of damage, I go to 0 hit points. And now I'm starting to bleed out. And I have to make 3 failed death saving throws before I die. Someone heals me for 2 hit points. I am now at 2 hit points. A dragon hits me for 955,000 damage. I go to 0, and now I have to fail 3 death saving throws. I get healed for 1. I'm at 1. I get hit for 9,855,300.
So you get hit by a meteor.
I get hit by a meteor. I am now dying. I need to fail 3 death saving throws before I die. In Pathfinder, when you go unconscious, you become dying 1 or 2. But when you become conscious again, your wounded value goes up.
Oh.
It goes to wounded 1. Now, if you get knocked unconscious again, you start at dying 1 or 2 plus whatever your wounded value is. If you would to get re-sent to consciousness, your wounded value would now be 2, right? So eventually you get to the point where if your wounded value is high enough, the moment you drop unconscious, you're just instantly dead.
I blame you, Villic, for not punching his lights out when he had a fucking
You
chance.
did have a chance. You did have a
I
chance.
blame you for
chance
being
to
so weak.
All right. And I would blame Escanor for not using a hero point to reduce that crit to a normal hit, but he didn't
don't
have
have any.
But he doesn't have any. So that was his first action. Now he could be sadistic, and there's
Actually, it's his
Just keep killing me.
second action. He
yeah.
stood up. And he said, "So he is a sadistic guy. He's the herder. He wants to hurt."
Going to dying 4 here, guys.
So I'm going to say that. Well, that would be dead. I'm going to say that there is a 1 in 6 chance that he just hacks into your unconscious body.
So it was 1? Okay.
No, okay.
And I'm
So,
fucked.
He turns to Azius, who is prone. This is a second attack, so this is a -5 penalty.
Yeah, I'm a low AC.
So I got an 11 plus 18, so
Yeah,
29.
That's a critical.
All right, and you're
He's at a
prone.
-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's critical.
Yeah.
Because I'm enlarged, or sorry, I'm
Not yet.
clumsy.
You're not
You're clumsy,
I'm
raging,
and
prone.
minus
And you're
2.
prone,
Yeah,
so you
I'm
lost
I'm
minus 4.
19. Yeah, I'm at 19. So he rolled 29. Critical. Yikes.
Yes, and I'm just looking. So by the way, the rage is an untyped penalty, so it's just a -1. The clumsy is a status penalty, so that's. And then the prone is a flat-footed is a circumstance penalty. So all 4 of those, all 4 of those stack.
I got them all.
Way to
The
be
moral of the
versatile.
story is it's going to be me and Villic for the rest
Okay.
of this.
I got,
Plus
I got,
6.
I got a lot.
Plus
Hey,
6,
don't forget about your skunk.
doubled.
Oh, those are pretty
9,
high.
12, 17, 23, doubled 46.
Ouch. TPK.
No, hold on.
He's
Is
got to
it
do the math here.
46?
4 6.
Okay, so
406. Oh, you dead.
I was getting real excited about all those things.
TPK.
13. 0/13.
0/13. And now he is out of actions, and it is Gore's turn.
Gore, save us.
Wow.
You got to do 19 damage to kill this fucker.
Oh, wow.
All right, Gore pulls out his bow.
That's canon. That's legit. That is 100% Gore.
Even in my unconscious body, I'm saying you better not
It's probably that
fucking miss.
boomerang. That boomerang.
No. The
That's
boomerang,
Gore.
the boomerang was this other fighter from 5th edition.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I ain't yet
He
seen
has
a
that
boomerang.
red
Oh,
blade.
the returning.
Yeah, the returning dagger.
He likes that thing a lot.
Yeah, all right.
But him pulling out, like,
No, the
instead
bow-
of jumping
the-
on
the-
him.
Yes, that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
does he have quick draw?
Well, he does now because he's a ranger.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
So it doesn't cost. It only costs 1 action to.
no,
put
it's
his,
0 actions because you hear the clatter of metal as his sword drops to the ground and the bow is in his hand. The arrow is pulled back. And because, it was Gore and I messed him up a little bit, he has a striking longbow now. Ooh. And he shoots down. I mean, if he got with the ranger from Shalelu.
Yeah.
So he shoots with his +1 longbow,
He better learn it. He
which
better
is
learn
a
it.
+16 to hit.
Don't miss.
yeah, shoot
Plus
pretty
16.
good here.
Jesus
Shoot
Christ.
pretty good here. Just 10. Yep, that's a hit.
32.
That's just
Crit?
a regular hit.
No.
It's just a regular
No,
hit.
he's no longer.
Give me
Crit, you need
36.
even million.
10 or higher.
Come on.
How much does he get for 9?
It's a D8 plus 2.
Don't worry.
But it's 2D8 plus 2.
2d8
Ooh,
plus 2. So there's a
it just
chance.
could-
no,
so you're saying
no.
there's a chance?
No, the highest he can do is 18.
Yeah.
12 damage.
Yep. He's still alive. He's at 7.
7 damage.
Second arrow.
Quickly
five.
draws the
Minus
next
5.
one.
Take him out. Take him out.
Plus 11.
Yes!
30! That's
enough.
11 damage.
That's enough.
That's more than enough. Put that fucker down.
Nope, don't do it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna
Transformation
resurrect.
time.
All right. All right. The encounter ends, and we're in exploration mode. Aldern drops to the ground. Enough! Please, please, Gore. You were always better. Always. I'm sorry. All right. So first things first. So you have a moment.
He's got split personality. You're right.
You can
Resolve time.
you can spend a resolve.
Are we?
Can I
out
do that
of
if I'm
You're
combat?
out of combat. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You're in
Full
encounter
resolve.
mode. Okay.
I'm at 60-13.
So can I use a resolve? As
You
a-
cannot. You're unconscious.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't be.
I don't get to make a check right now to try and become conscious.
You do. In fact, you're dying out, so you need to. So, but
fucking
what
dead.
we'll say real quick is, you got people to the left of you. People right. You have an elixir of life, right?
Oh, I got 3 of them.
So go ahead and give him an elixir of life.
Open up.
You gotta
coming in.
open me up, man. I'm passed out, unconscious.
Stop clenching your jaw.
So yeah. So
Just let it happen. Quit resisting.
Avoid notice.
Just give me something so I can use.
that's fine. Yeah, Billy.
Just straight heal.
Yep.
10.
All right. So you're at 10 hit points,
Okay.
and now you're conscious. Now you can spend 1 resolve and get back all your stamina.
All right, and I will
And
do
I would
so.
assume only have time for 1 at this. I mean, he's literally changing in front of us.
Yeah.
All right, so
Take it.
He goes, "Stop! I'm sorry." He looks at Gore. He's like, I always knew you were the better one. I'm sorry.
Can I choose to ignore his speech and just hit him with another?
You absolutely
saving
can. We'll make a perception check to start initiative.
Can I get up before 2?
Danny loves
Or no? Is there not enough time?
No,
for
there's
that?
not if he's attacking.
barely alive.
I will skip all of this, and
I delay.
you can't delay. You're not
Well,
in initiative.
I return my time.
Okay.
Make up your mind, man.
He retracts his
Danny
request.
loves that.
Yeah, I
dude,
mean,
just smacking him with a spell.
Smack him in the face
Yeah.
with a what was the
I
light?
think that's perfect.
Searing light.
Searing light. Yeah, just smack him in the face with a searing
He's
light.
like,
No, oh my god,
I think that's fantastic.
he's changing. Fuck that shit.
So wait, before I make my decision, Derek, describe to me what's happening.
Okay. So, you guys have done 240 points of damage to him.
And then apparently that's still not enough.
And he is like throwing up his hand, and suddenly he's all really like, "Please, no, stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I didn't mean it. They made me. I'm sorry." And he's trying to explain his situation, and
I mean,
And then he's like-
but he's not dead.
not dead.
Whoa. So if I have the opportunity, I have no mercy.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit him with searing light.
All right. Well, in that case, we have to roll perception
All right.
because that means you're going first.
Yeah.
So actually, I would say that this is probably a stealth because you're trying to
Sneakily do it real
sneakily do
quick.
it real quick.
May I get a bonus because I was next in line?
Sure.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right. So go, everybody. We're going,
Everyone
we're going back
everybody
into
roll.
combat.
Terrible roll.
20 plus whatever bonus you may give me.
Okay.
Okay. Gore? Villic, what'd you get?
31.
You've been rolling pretty
Damn,
good.
son. Yeah, except for
Azius?
when he needs to punch him in the face.
Azius?
25.
Escanor?
19.
Burl?
20 plus whatever bonus you may give me.
Sure. What'd you get, Azius?
25.
Okay. Now,
Oh,
right,
oh.
Burl's going to do this here.
I know.
Right. So you guys haven't really seen it yet, but Villic, what do you want to do? So Aldern's kind of right, we're in action mode now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you guys might not be fighting. Burl wanted to fight, but you guys might not, right?
I was healing him.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, right, you're
He's
here.
trying to just
Right.
keep me alive here.
So Villic, what do you want to do?
I thought I was avoiding notice.
Okay, yeah.
You can't
All right.
see me.
You're hidden. Azius, you kind of stand back up. You get Escanor to his feet.
Yes. Here, get up, get up, get up.
Thank you.
So Aldern kind of turns and he's like, my grandfather, it was him. He started it all with the 7. I didn't know that it was still and then poof, he gets blasted.
Well,
By Burl.
you have a
No, Azius helped him up because they're not
That
fighting.
was my turn.
No, yeah,
You're the one that's initiating it.
Nat 20.
So yeah, it's
On camera, too.
He even better.
I hope.
so 32.
Oh, he's just off the edge there.
Oh, we don't.
He's like, wait a minute.
Hey, don't roll
Oh
back.
no!
And it suddenly changed.
I have it zoomed in just on us.
Oh, gotcha.
Love it. So what does that do?
Well, it does.
critical.
It does 10d6 plus 3.
Oh my God.
Doubled.
Oh my god.
It does.
Yes.
Wait, first things
Oh.
first. 150 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'll be a short live if he
Okay.
swings hard and heavy here. Come on.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I see some
Again,
highs,
remember, you guys
some
are roll
lows.
into there. I have it zoomed in.
Roll hard.
Roll hard. He didn't roll as hard. We could see it in the numbers.
Wait, stop rolling. Put him back in the thing.
Oh, he's giving you a reroll.
Yeah.
He wants
Where
to
do
see
I
it.
aim?
This is
Because when you roll big thing, well, no, like
roll it on the mat.
Yeah, you got room now.
So
yeah,
just like right in this area here.
oh,
There we go.
All right, all right.
4s and 6s.
I like it. I like it a lot.
A 10. We've got a 10. We've got a 6 plus a 4 is a 10. So 10, 20, 30. Plus 38
Yep, plus 3,
plus 3,
41,
41.
doubled,
Doubled.
82.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, son.
But I told them it was their fault. It was her. It was Zanish.
Zanish.
Well, he didn't get to finish, and then he gets blasted by.
Zanish.
All right.
Could be Xanax. We don't know.
So a beam of light burns through the creature's chest,
You may call it searing.
and like he doubles over, like as it like shoots through his back and out his like out of his stomach, and he kind of like hunches over, and then you kind of hear a voice.
Who the fuck is that?
Burl is so aggressive.
Come on, he's the bad guy. What am I going to do?
Skin saw, man. Oh,
He stands up, and even though it's like clearly obviously the exact same individual, it's like a completely like this person. He like slowly turns to Burl and bows.
this dude had such bad
You
schizophrenia.
are an agent of death, and for that I salute you. He raises his like war razor to his head in like a salute. I wonder how your murders will change the world. How beautiful your deaths will be. All right, and he goes fucking ham. All right.
So this is Zanish?
This is a skin saw, man. He's coming after you, boy.
Yes.
What is going on? Attack of opportunity. Somebody.
Nope, he's so sudden leap does not allow an attack of opportunity.
I got stamina.
All right, he shoots up. He has a plus 21 to hit.
Oh my god.
37.
So if you roll a 1, it's still a hit.
37.
37 is 22 plus,
Yes, I assume
I think that's
it's
a crit.
I assume it's a
crit?
hit.
Why have
Yeah.
a 22? 37 is a plus
12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a
15?
crit.
22, so 42 damage of crit, so 44 damage.
So the good thing is I have full stamina, so that takes a good hot 36 off. So you said 44?
Yes.
So quick 10, I'm at 2 with no stamina.
2 HP. 2 HP.
2 HP.
Oh, exquisite murder. Wonderful death.
That
All
was-
right,
He only,
Gore.
he only gets 2 actions?
He got cluster fucked up pretty bad.
Okay, I just want to make sure
He only
because
got-
I thought he was coming after him again there.
No, he only
so.
got 2.
Gore, save me.
And also, I don't have any reactions at this time because I didn't have my turn yet, correct?
No, you do.
Because he's technically
If
within.
he leaped,
He is
with
definitely more than
trajectory,
15 feet apart because he's 30 feet vertical.
Also 30 feet in the air.
That's right.
Right,
Okay.
you can move
Right,
from
right,
15
right,
feet.
right.
I'll allow it.
I forgot about
All
that.
right, so
portion.
Gore
You're right.
doesn't have much of a shot, so he's got his bow because he dropped his sword.
2 hit points.
Gore like pulls out his bow, runs around to the other side of like the big fungus thing, shoots up.
We have no idea what his AC is.
This is plus 16 from Gore. 20, miss.
Oh fuck. Well, it's
Plus
one-
11, 30, hit.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
We know the 30's a hit.
All right, that's 10 damage.
Okay. How much HP did he have?
58 now. If this is still the same, I have to assume. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before he had level 6 stats. Oh, I'm sorry, level 7 stats. Now he has level 9 stats.
Real quick, could Lucky have in the meantime
Yes.
flanked?
That is
That
not
would
a
not
flank.
be flanked though.
Well, positioned himself. In
Well,
a way
remember,
to-
that's a big cliff, so no one's going to be flanking him there.
You'd have to put him right
yeah.
here. Because that would be flanking on this.
With me, that's no good. He sniffs around.
Yeah, but it's still the flanking would
No,
still.
but you can still, I mean,
No,
yeah,
because if I'm there, if Lucky is there, you cannot flank with me.
Escanor.
I see what you're saying. I see
So
what
if
you're
I'm
saying.
if
but I can't get to you anyways because I won't be able to get up the 30-foot wall that's in
that's
front
a
of me.
separate issue, but yeah.
Escanor.
Yes. All right. Shit.
Do you have a dog slicer blade?
No,
to throw?
I do not. I don't have. I mean, I can throw a javelin at him, but the range is 30 feet.
You're within
and-
30.
No, it's 30 feet up.
Just noticed this also. We haven't really been taken into our frightened and sickened conditions that we've been.
Well, then you've been cheating very
I know
badly.
we've been.
Oh,
just
well, I
letting you
mean, it
know.
was a crit hit, so I did have a -1. You're right. So I did have a crit hit.
But on all your previous attacks and
That is true.
Just letting you know.
That is
No,
true.
good
I
call.
did
Good
Just
call.
thought about that.
So, like and comment below for every time that I should have missed. When my
yeah.
attacks
Who knows
were-
what the exact methods of it are? All right, Escanor, what are you doing?
I mean, save me.
I'm yeah.
Is what? Oh no, there's fucking light blue things. There's 4 of these light blue things, and I'm already at 2 hit points and no stamina. So I kill myself.
I kill myself.
Is that the Tim Hortons?
Lucky, rip my jugular, Lucky.
All right.
I summon Lucky to rip out my jugular.
So if now when I
I
do
thought the battle. There's 6 of them. I thought there's 7 of them. I thought this battle's gonna be over.
now encouraging words.
There's 8 of them.
We don't know that.
Okay.
Encouraging words. No, I
There
couldn't
is
find it.
no
In the,
amount of encouragement.
well, no, because it would it would give you stamina back.
Yes. Yeah. You make a diplomacy check. You have to be within like 30 feet of him. You make a diplomacy check. It's either DC 15 or DC 20. You choose. If you do the DC 15, it's 2d8 stamina. If you do DC 15 or DC 20, it's 2d8 plus 10 stamina.
Gotta climb with the.
Well, no, because I mean, if I move
Yeah, you
right
can-
here,
you can just shout at
I'm,
the-
I'm 30 feet from you. That's what I'm trying
Don't
to say.
give up, Pearl.
Yeah.
Basically, because
All right. Make your decision quickly, Escanor, or you lose your
So-
turn.
I'm gonna have to move up, and I'll use my would I have gotten my focus in
No,
that time?
there was not enough time for that.
Okay, that's what I figured. So I'll use my last focus spell then, or no, that's that was just my feet. I'll just do encouraging words then
All
to
right.
Burl.
Which diplomacy check?
So you said 15
Or 20
or 20. I'll have to do the 15. So
Okay.
that would just be a D20 then.
plus your diplomacy check.
Diplomacy is 11.
So you need a 4.
15.
So you get it. So you heal him for 2d8 stamina. As Escanor's like, don't give up, Burl. You can do it.
do it, Burl.
I'm giving up, Esky. I'm giving up.
11.
All right. End of Escanor's turn. All right.
I don't get a
All right.
third action?
Yeah. I'm saying end of your turn. Do you start to see
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
emerging from the ghoul den?
Gas.
And remember, there's like a cliff here. They're
They
gonna
do
leap
have a
in.
big drop. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they don't have bows.
Yeah, but ghouls have the sudden leap and they can climb really well. Ghouls begin emerging from their den into the lair.
It's like this picture right here.
Yes. All right, Escanor, third action.
So I get 30 feet verbal.
Also, remember, you should have 2 focus points per fight.
Right, that's what I was asking if I regained it.
You do not.
So that's why I used the one.
Use one,
when
so
I
you still
used-
have one
So you got
left.
one
Correct.
more?
So that's
Yeah.
what I was going to do now is I was going to shout because the litany against Wrath
Yep.
wore off on him
Yes.
because it's only
It's
good
only
for
one round.
Right. So I'm going to do that again, use a litany against Wrath and scream at him again.
he
You
failed.
Motherfucker. Oh.
He was like starting to swear, and you're like, "Oh, I already failed." before you
I
started
already
swearing
failed that
at
shit.
me.
Well,
You're gonna get
goddamn.
cross with me. I'm not upset. I'm flustered.
Motherfucker. All right.
I do dare say,
So-
good sir.
That's that noble part.
Yeah, good sir. I
dare you.
may be an avatar of the god of murder, Norgorber, but
Excuse me, what? Norberber.
well, that's just common knowledge. That's the god of murder.
Norberber.
Norgorber,
Welcome to Norberger.
Also-
Home to Norberger. Can I take your order?
also known as Father Skinsaw.
Oh.
Oh, that is.
All right.
All right.
So you failed, you said.
Yes.
So each time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least one good creature, target takes 3d6
Right.
good damage.
And remember, we said that because of your oath of vengeance, that it's not just good creatures, but it's anyone who's currently engaged in hostile action
You know,
against your
good-ish.
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 All right, Escanor's done. Villic. All right, Villic. There's a bunch
Villic, please save me.
With quick jump, can I jump up to the above the ledge?
Yes, you can.
Or-
One action. Go do it. You got it, buddy. Yep.
Bad hops,
Okay.
bro.
Yep.
What do I gotta roll?
Nothing. It's quick jumps.
Oh.
It's free.
Dope.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
and
quick
then-
jump, quick jump. You're doing the high jump. Yeah. Make an athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Okay. $16.
Good enough.
Okay. Cool.
That's one. That's
so
one
that would
action.
be-
That's one action.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he still in his Wolfjaw stance from the
Five.
previous
He is
fight?
not
I'm
in his
gonna go
Wolfjaw
up-
stance.
I'm gonna go up to a flank behind him,
Yep.
So
and
you-
then flurry of blows with powerful fist.
Got it. All right. He is flat-footed. AC's down. 226.
And I do got my dagger.
Oh,
Same AC.
And-
No, it's
and
down. to
down.
26.
down.
and
Yeah,
Burl-
he normally
Down
be
to
at 28.
26. Oh,
Burl over
Jesus.
here looking like.
Yep.
Flat-footed to 26, you
Yeah,
said?
so his AC is
Ooh.
28.
It's more
All right,
like
Danny,
this,
give me
like-
2 attacks with your highest base and then one at your -3.
Okay.
Good luck.
Come on, big money.
Don't fuck up the base tonight, Chuck.
Don't fuck up the base,
All
Chuck.
right. Well, that was dog shit. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Ooh, well, we got good news for you. So you roll a 1, which is a crit failure, which triggers one of his reactions, which is if you crit miss him, it triggers an attack of opportunity. So,
Holy shit.
Fucker, man.
so,
I'll use a hero point. Fuck that.
Oh,
wait. You're turning a hero point. All you're doing is turning the miss or the critical miss into a miss.
Yeah, but then I don't have to.
He won't make an attack of opportunity. That is true.
So if he attacks you, though, every time he attacks somebody, he will take 3d6 good damage because he failed my litany against Wrath.
So if you turn it into that, Danny, he can't use that.
Yeah, but I don't think Danny wants to get fucking
No,
annihilated.
I know, but that's what I'm asking. So how much health and stamina do you have?
Probably not enough. No, Dan-
33 and then 24.
Dan made his call. It's a good
Okay.
call. All right, Dan.
Go for it.
So,
Hero point.
Dan, Villic digs deep, and so originally Villic came in with the, snuck up behind him like, haha, I'm gonna get you, and then Villic came in with this big fist, and like the ghoul just turned and like grabbed his fist, and then brought his razor up and just slashed it across his throat. But in this version, Villic comes in, tumbles in, Aldern turns. The skin's not even Aldern. Aldern's gone. The skin saw man turns and slashes with his razor, but Villic is quick. He leaps backward in sort of like a back handspring, ruining his attack, but also making sure that he can't get attacked in return.
Good job.
All right, Asius. Is this all that you can mutter? I thought you were the legendary heroes. Oh, Gore, I once loved you. Now I can only hate you. I will murder you and your friends, and I will rejoice with my new bride. She will be worthy to join me.
I know who it is.
All right, Gore goes into like a rage. He's like, Asius, I understand the hate. Ah! All right.
I assume I'm out of rage at this point.
Correct, the combat ended.
I need to climb up 30 feet.
Which also means you cannot rage
Correct.
because you have to wait a minute.
Well,
I can't have to wait a minute.
Right? Isn't it a minute between
No, it
rages?
is. Yeah, no, I
can you destroy the earth and bring him falling down?
destroy the earth.
Like smack your hammer into
You
the thing.
can.
And
All right, Asius, quick.
Man, no, I want to climb up this wall is my thought.
All right.
Is that one action?
You need 2 hands free.
I need 2 hands free?
How are you going to climb with
Disregard
one
destiny.
hand?
Drop destiny.
I didn't know if I could like
Can he chuck Destiny
I mean, he
up
could
there
spend
first?
one action.
Yeah, throw it
So he
up.
can spend one action to put Destiny away, and then he can start climbing. But that's a long climb.
I don't like to put things away.
Okay. Gore loves it.
I like to put things away.
This scores metagaming right there.
You know what I'm
Good
gonna
reason to have a backup weapon, boys.
So
What's
I can't
a weapon?
So how long would you determine the break between his transformation would be?
I mean, Burl blasted him. So it was
There's
like,
no.
So-
It was like
It
instantaneous.
was
So I have
like
to wait almost 10
10 rounds.
rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I ain't raging anytime soon, guys.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking A.
So I'm a little clear-minded, I guess I would
Well,
say.
no, you're tired. Right? Like the fight ended and you went into like medic mode. You know, that like shook you out of the rage because you kind of like went, you like shook out of the Hulk. And then all of a sudden, Burl lights this motherfucker up with a searing light. He turns
hell was
into
that?
he turns into a literal actual serial killer psycho mode, and you're just like kind of exhausted.
I'm a hothead. I'm sorry.
I kind of
No,
want to.
I mean,
It was probably-
you are imbued with the power of elemental flame.
It was the. It was the right call though.
Was it?
I want to.
Danny, that's the correct question. Was it?
I'm gonna.
Hey, quickly, Asius. I got it.
I want to go hit the brain.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a different
All right.
one.
Well,
That's
go ahead.
that's interesting. I like that idea.
That's one move because I walked down the path.
Yep.
I'm gonna just swing Destiny down at this fluorescent,
All right.
Go for it.
and
Alright.
I am not raging at this point, so this will
Okay.
just be the
It's just your normal damage.
yeah, just my normal damage.
Yeah, you're raging in the sense that you're angry, but
22.
All right. Well, you bashing the shit out of it. Roll damage.
I mean, it's not gonna really put up a fight. It's a freaking.
D12 plus 4 in this
what,
case.
dodge, you know?
2d12 plus 4, so that's that's wow, 19 damage.
All right. The mold, a chunk of it gets broken off, and bits of the mold that are pulsing. Strange, icky ooze begins creeping out of it, and you start to feel like a.
Ew. You woken the beast.
Oh, come on. What are they moving 80?
30.
Why-
He double moved. It's moving 35 feet.
Why don't you?
Minus 5?
I still have one action.
He has one action left.
I have one action.
Oh, you have
left.
one action. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
What are you?
So
I
he's-
wanted to recall knowledge on whatever this fluorescent being
Make
is.
an occult check or a religion check.
A religion or a cult?
Yes.
Oh, even a cult of 2. Okay.
I hope
You're
So happy.
I hope they're ghouls and not gassed.
There are ghouls.
17? It's not too bad.
Not good enough.
Okay. This thing is crazy, but I hit it.
All right. So the ghouls begin swarming down out of their ghoul den, coming after Burl. Burl, this creature makes one attack with its jaws.
Come on.
27.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not a crit though.
Not yet.
You take 4 damage.
Stand him up.
You're lucky I gave you that
Yeah.
stamina.
Plus
Thank you
one.
very much.
Plus 1, 5 damage.
I got 6 stamina left.
I'm sorry.
How much HP?
Good.
What do you,
Thank
6/ what? 2? Oh, shit.
This one gets behind you and flanks you.
Can't
That's why I
gain
asked
HP.
you for the-
well,
This one's even higher. Remember, you're flat-footed now because this creature's on either side of you.
Oh man.
Me?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
3 damage.
Oh, I got 3 stamina left and 2 hit points.
He's like, is that all you fuckers
I'm
got?
basically full hit points, and
Oh, she isn't it?
I'm gonna.
was Nick able to gain health even though we're in this crazy?
Yeah, I have 10 because of you
No.
gave me.
Well,
He got the potion from you and he used the stamina.
Yeah, but we haven't been able to regain HP.
Yeah,
Because,
he went unconscious. It's fine.
okay, I just wanted to make sure. 'cause
Well,
I'm like,
I
'cause I want
wasn't-
to drink one of
No,
these
no, no,
right
I
now, but I
wasn't-
want to make sure we're still haunted.
I wasn't affected by any of that.
He never got hit by that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was never frightened, nor was I ever sickened. It was just you two that were.
Good point.
But you do feel that your vitality's sort of recovering a little bit. Don't forget about your sickened and frightened now,
no,
guys.
yeah.
But as you struck this thing, you started to feel that fade.
Ooh. Wait, struck the brain?
Yeah, my crabs is going away a little bit.
You need an ointment for that.
That's
Escanor.
the ointment is hitting the brain.
Escanor, a ghoul, uses his sudden leap power, leaps down from the ledge, lands behind you, runs up and starts biting and gnawing at you. It's like clawing onto you, trying to grab onto your armor, like trying to
rip
get
it off.
get into like your neck and your vital areas. Yeah, no, not a hip.
Just wanna, side note: anytime Danny sees this, he loves it. The more villains, the better. He loves this kind of
Right.
map.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Says the monk. It makes sense. Yeah.
Burl, you are surrounded by everything.
Can you wait? What is the? You said
Burl never wants that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tactical error, by the way, of the most epic side.
can you
those of you-
fireball
for those of you watching at home-
yourself and
Yeah,
just
I
say
knew-
fuck it? We're just taking you all with me.
Actually, some kind of
So
like
for those at home,
kamikaze type
Wait.
thing.
Oh, well, that also actually that is really fitting because of the.
Let Burl take his turn.
Okay.
So for those at home, this is probably the worst case scenario. So Burl's gonna duel one of these guys, like sort of. Oh, I don't know. If
Oh come on!
Oh man.
Look at the thing in the way.
That's good. Oh, this
No,
thing.
your mic.
Yeah,
no, it's your mic.
It's your mic.
It should be like.
Just move the mic.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh hi, viewers. How are you today?
Classic Matt.
So Burl's gonna do one of those moves where he dives off the edge. So he's gonna do like a. So he's gonna jump off the edge backwards.
This is like what's that movie? Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Or not? What was the magic movie? What? Dive.
You're gonna just die.
Hitting the skin saw man with the searing blast as he falls off like.
Well, it's a couple things. It's an attack of opportunity, but Matt, I'm going to say it
It's a
happens
step.
simultaneously.
It's a step.
Oh, he's stepping.
Unfortunately, it's a step off the edge.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm willing to take it. Desperate times.
All right, so that is baller beyond all possible recognition. Gain a
Yes.
hero point.
I love it.
Gain a hero point.
love
Here you go. Here you go. Oh, wait, it's blue.
Oh, I got
The
next.
blue guys.
Oh, that was red.
No, red is
Red is resolve.
No.
Red is resolve.
Yeah.
Here, I got
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, so gain a hero point. You step off. The creature lunges for you, and as it kind of leaps down, it like glaring at you. Another searing light.
I never seen that show.
I still love it.
All
That you
right,
did it.
I love that you did too. Even though. All right, Matt.
Epic,
Remember, you are
absolutely epic.
-1.
So
Just
normally
you're
at
a little
plus,
frightened. You're
Normally-
also falling to your death.
normally plus 12, but plus 11. 'cause
Right.
Minus 1.
You'll probably need the hero
Crit.
point. So,
23.
so that is a miss.
I'll
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll
obviously, we're
spray
gonna
it.
spend the hero point. Upgrade it to a hit. You cannot.
Can I-
you cannot double upgrade.
If I
but
spend 2,
no,
can I, okay.
but you do get your 5d6 plus or no 10d6.
Thank you very much.
Plus 3. Well, no wait, no wait. Here we go.
Average dice rolls.
Oh, that's pretty good to me.
6 plus 4.
Average would be 35.
5 plus 5.
Cheating.
6 plus 5. Now the math is off.
Oh my god.
10
37.
Plus 10, 37. 43 plus 3.
46.
46.
Yep.
He's at 12.
As I fall and take some amount of.
You take 15 damage as you land prone.
So,
land
so I've got
unconscious.
3 stamina and I've got 2 hit points.
Okay.
So
And you're out of action. So it's 2 actions to cast, 1 action to step.
So 3 plus 2, so that's an additional 10 minus 10.
No.
Am I dead?
No, you just go to dying
You just
one.
go to dying one.
just go to dying 1.
Yes.
So dying 1.
Yep.
All right.
Unless it was a critical fall.
No.
No. He saved himself from that.
And then Lucky in a fit of rage.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he still can control Lucky then, right?
No, he's
Yeah,
only got 1 action.
Lucky-
though.
Lucky
So
gets one
as it
action.
turns out, because he's a mature animal,
He gets
even if I instruct him, he has 2 actions. If I do nothing, he has 1.
Ah.
So he's gonna. Oh well, he's only got 1, so he's gonna. Ooh, I stepped. Yeah. So he's gonna run in, begin to charge, but with no
Yeah.
no actual action. But
You could get next to Billy.
Well, I was gonna say, can you?
Well, that'll provoke an attack of opportunity. You may not want to do that. Yeah. All right. The skin saw man turns. I've had enough of this. I will flay your skin from your bones. He turns towards Villic. He brings the razor across him with a
the
deadly
hell, man?
accuracy.
Hostility.
34 to hit you.
Yes, that is, I have 24.
do they have a double crit?
24
Oh.
critical.
Critical shit.
God damn.
19 doubled. So 38 damage.
38.
The suspense. What are you at?
19 health.
Oh no!
TPK.
The creature turns again and this time brings his war razor down upon Villic again. -5.
Dodge that shit.
Nat 1.
Yes. He misses.
All right, he's got a 10.
Stupid beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with his -10 attack, he's going to attack Lucky. +8. Now,
it!
double nat
Bring
1.
it!
What?
I rolled a second nat 1.
No way.
Lucky growls at him in an aggressive
Yeah, I
manner.
can't believe that. Great. Okay, Gore. Well, his sword is up there. He's got his bow, and there's a ghoul in front of him. All right, out comes the returning throwing knife.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Is he gonna throw it at the guy right in front of him?
Ignoring the attack of opportunity. That makes sense. Attacking, you know.
No, it wouldn't. It
No,
wouldn't
no,
make
he's
an attack of
gonna have to-
opportunity.
They don't
He's
get
not
one.
doing anything.
They don't get an attack of opportunity, and that wouldn't make an attack
Yeah.
of opportunity.
If
What's the guy at?
To be clear,
Yeah.
12.
12.
if you were
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Aldern, you were never good enough. And
Oh.
also, I thought you were stupid. Ah, he throws the knife. Yes. So from here,
A zinger.
so if you are in melee with someone else and you make a ranged attack at someone else, it
Yeah.
does not provoke
Oh,
an
wait.
attack of opportunity from the guy you're in melee with.
I don't think it provokes an attack of opportunity, period.
All right.
Very nice.
Wait,
But-
doesn't he take damage for attacking me?
Oh yes, you are correct. He takes 3d6
Six.
twice.
Wait, why?
Because he attacked you twice.
and he failed.
And he failed. Yes.
Wait, why though?
Because I did litany
attack
against
Lucky.
Wrath.
What does Litany against Wrath do?
Basically, because he failed every time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least
Okay,
so
one
it
good
has to be
creature.
So he only did
He only did damage
once.
So I only have to do
one
it.
time.
So it's a 3d.
All right.
It's a 3d6.
This is
because
probably
of because
potentially
of
death.
Danny's attack and taking
Potential.
2 ones. Oh, it's a 1
9
and 2.
9 damage.
He's at
Damn it!
He's at
3 health.
Now you know how it feels, Philic.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Specifically, the fighter's attack of opportunity says a creature uses a manipulate action. That's like casting a spell. A move action makes a ranged attack or leaves a square. So
that would-
the fighter.
Oh,
it has-
only the
gotcha.
fighter.
Well, or whatever your thing says, but the fighter has the best one to win. All right, so now you know what? Gore changes it. He's like this. He flips the knife up, flips it up into his hand. He's like, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. he throws it in the air, and then Gore does a spinning back kick, kicks the knife.
It was a distraction.
It speeds through the air into Aldern.
Maybe.
Come on.
I use a hero point.
Oh yeah.
Critical!
17.
Oh, he's
All
like-
right, yeah.
He's at 3.
He's at 3 health.
Yeah,
Fuck
well,
it.
I mean, why not?
Gore's
Why
not going
not?
to be in the
Why
sequel.
not?
Oh, max damage! 16.
Death.
Suck a
And the blade
dick.
returns back because it's a fucking crazy
Right.
boomerang.
So wait,
Yeah.
do we see the Night King effect where we kill him?
As
and
we
then-
discussed, the ghouls. No, the ghouls are actually now just free. They don't. they don't. They're not bound to him, but they still want to kill you really badly.
Aw.
So these
You're
things
already
are
dying. You're
These things are
fine.
level 1
I'm
ghouls. Ready?
unconscious on the ground.
Watch this. Gore with a -4 penalty takes the dagger in melee, slashes it across this creature's face.
To this one.
Crit.
Are they really that weak?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dang.
If those are ghouls, like Ghast are the
Ghast
Oh, yeah,
are the-
that's right,
that's
they're-
ghouls
right,
are
right.
like the
16 damage dead.
Yeah, ghouls
Yeah.
are like the real chumps of the.
It reappears in his hand. He throws it at the one next to Gore or next to Burl. This is a -8. So this is a +8.
No, it'd be that front one.
18. That's just a hit.
Yeah.
I remain unconscious.
But he did max damage again. 8.
Jeez.
So this
Against the gas
one.
or the
It
ghoul?
killed it or no?
There are only ghouls.
Oh, okay.
Did it kill it? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, they have like 12.
Yeah, so that one's hurt. Hurt bad. Hurt
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, they all have 12 hit points.
Hurt bad.
All right, the ghouls go next. The ones in the blue chips.
Those blue
Are those one? Those are number 2.
blue chippers?
All right, this creature comes in, makes 2 attacks. Once on Gore, once on Villic. Villic, it misses. And it misses.
Lucky rages.
Lucky rages.
It's going to attack Villic. It hits. Villic, you take 4 points of damage. It deals. Oh, no, that was on.
No,
that
it's
was on,
only
that
the
was
one
on
guy,
me.
No,
yeah.
that was
Okay.
just on him. Yeah, it doesn't apply to everyone.
You guys are high enough
unfortunately.
level now. You're immune to their paralysis.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And leaps down, moves, attacks you.
Attacks who?
Burl on the ground with a -2 AC.
That's good.
I got an 18.
Miss.
Wow.
Even in death, he
Even
can't be
even
hit.
when you're prone?
20 AC, and then sorry. So
No,
what-
you're hit.
So I subtract 2, so
Yeah,
18.
yeah,
so you
the-
hit.
okay.
All right.
3 damage.
But he's
So I'm
already
dying
dead.
2.
Oh, you're already down.
I'm dying
Yeah.
1.
Okay, then yeah, now you're dying 2.
Dying 2.
Damn.
Does he get any AC
Medic!
Yeah, this is
negatives for
Burl's
being
worst
dying
day.
as well, or
you're
no?
just flat-footed.
Medic.
Okay, that was the end of them. Oh, no.
Is there any grays left?
Escanor.
Oh.
All right, so I will turn and swing at the one with the red then.
Yep.
So 14, 15, 29.
Critical.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Death.
All right. 8.
Yeah, definitely memorize your weapon damage there. You're going to roll those a lot.
Keep him up at hot.
9,
This is dead.
13.
Doubled. When you
Yeah,
crit.
it's-
So
yeah,
26.
Sucker's dead.
Dead. Instantaneous.
All right. And then I'm still within attack range.
Of nobody.
No, wait,
Nobody.
they're up a hill.
They're up there. I'm at
This one's
leap
Oh,
over,
that one's
move
not.
over
But you
to.
have to step over to
leap
him.
over Burl's lifeless body.
Yeah, you
All right, so my second action, then I will step over.
Yep. Yep.
And then I will attack as
with a
well.
-5 penalty.
Should be a hit.
27,
Crit.
And dead.
10.
28.
Dead.
Good.
And you're done?
And that's my 3 actions. I'm done.
Oh, that's what gray meant?
Wait. What did
Gray
Gray
meant this fucking thing.
Yeah, we heard some big booms,
Scaly?
I was wondering what the fuck that meant.
For the longest time, it's been.
All right. You,
you
guys put it
haven't
at the
been
narrow.
asking.
You guys put it at the narrow part of the corner. I'm going to say that it does enough structural damage to the tunnel that if the explosion doesn't kill it, the cave-in will.
Yeah.
So Bob, subtract your 4. Oh, you already did subtract your 4 things.
Yeah.
You guys hear the rumble of this, the kind of the crumble of the rumble.
What was that?
And you're like, oh, all right. Yeah, this guy was coming to join.
Got
you.
him.
Got him.
That was a bat.
Not no more. That fucker squished.
All right, Villic, your go. You got 2 ghouls in front of you.
Is it the blue token of the
Yeah, the blue token's right in front of your green. Yeah.
The thing next to me is the skunk, right?
Yeah, the thing next to you is the badger, but yes.
Badger skunk, it's all right.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Wolfjaw.
Yep.
Flurry of blows on the light blue token, I guess.
Yep. You mean 1 on each?
They're both light blue.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see the other one. I can only see the top one. This is the top guy then.
Yep, right next to
The
you.
purple guy
Yeah, he's right
or
next to him.
the
The one right next to
gray
him.
one?
No, you should definitely attack 2 different targets. Danny, these things have very low hit points.
Oh,
Split them up.
Okay, then I'll do that. I guess.
Remember, when you flurry of
Two.
blows, you can attack 2 different targets.
They're just
Right.
so they're
okay,
so
yeah,
low.
I'll do, the first the no penalty attacks are the one on top.
Yep. Okay, great. Go ahead and roll that one.
So I'll just roll both of them.
Yeah, you can roll both.
30 on the top one.
Critical.
That one on the bottom one.
What'd you get?
I literally rolled a 1.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
what's your
no,
total?
No, that's not enough. If you roll that one.
Oh yeah,
that's fine. All right, so that one
It
does
would have
miss.
been a 16, but
But
so that one's a hit.
no, so the example actually 16 would hit.
yeah, but that's a fail.
But it gets reduced to a failure. But it's not a critical failure, even though he
Correct.
rolled a nat 1. But anyways. So yeah, roll your damage, Danny.
7.
And then doubled 14.
Dead.
Oh, yeah.
And
Dead.
dead. Yeah, he's dead.
They have 12 HP.
Yeah. And you have 1 action left.
Go to the other blue guy.
So you can go against that ghoul again.
Don't roll a
The one that's
negative.
not dead. So then this is a minus
6.
6. Okay. 28.
Critical. So remember to roll your damage and then double it.
Yeah, I feel like unless you nat 1, this is pretty dead.
20.
Dead.
Yeah,
All right.
dead.
All right.
Matt
Azius.
to swoop in and grab the thing.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm dead.
No.
Are you still gonna swing at the brain?
Well, he's dead. He's dead. Go over there.
So to recap, what happened is I jumped off the edge like this, did like a Scar or
Yeah.
Simba from Lion King.
Oh,
It's
that
like,
was pretty cool.
But remember, you are sickened.
I am sickened, but I'm not raging right now, so I
Right,
don't
right,
feel
right.
like I would see my friend fall, who's been a friend of mine for a while now.
But he mentioned when you hit it, the sicken kind of.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
went-ish.
still
Make your
technically
decision
sickened. So
quickly.
I'm running over 5, 10, 15.
Remember, your speed isn't as fast when you're not
so let me
raging.
take 2 actions to get there and 1 elixir of life to get to him,
Okay.
and that's 3d6.
Yeah, and remember when you come back from Escanor, you're wounded 1,
Right.
and
11 health.
you're going to be
to
wounded 1.
hit points.
Yeah.
Your hit
So
your
how
hit
does it
po-
work with
you-
dying to?
So dying goes away.
Yep.
You gain wounded 1, and then your hit points become 11.
Here you go, little buddy.
What's happening? I've never been like this ever in my life.
All right, and you're all done, Asia. So now we got
Yep.
the non-blue.
Did the best I could.
Thank you, Azius. Love you, bud.
You're still prone though.
No, yeah.
I am, but I.
All right, the creature leaps down and attacks.
I don't need to stand up
the
to
prone
cast
burl.
spells.
That could be a hit. It is a hit.
I will use my retributive strike.
Great. So it does -3 damage.
I heal.
No, but
Damn it! I tried.
but you do get to make an attack against them.
Thank you. Thank you.
6 and 21.
Not a critical, but you might just
still
kill it
a
with 2d8 plus 4. So
12.
yep,
Just enough to save your ass.
Thank you, Esky.
time to die, Badger.
Oh no!
Nat 1 and a 14. No, okay, no good. Burl, you're back.
The good thing is I don't need to stand up to cast spells.
He's just on the ground.
So who do we got? We got 2 guys left.
Yeah, but
guys.
this guy's up ahead. There's no way you can
Yeah,
see
you're not
him
gonna
laying
see him,
down.
but you would be able to
Yeah.
see him like between
Also,
my
remember
legs.
if it's a spell attack roll, you do get a -2 penalty.
For being on ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess
Maybe you should
yeah.
stand up.
Just stand up.
Yeah, I mean I'll stand up.
Okay, so you stand up.
Welcome back to the living.
Yeah, you can't see that guy above you because of the 30-foot
And you're
elevation.
tiny.
Thanks, guys.
And you're not
Right,
very
but you
tall.
can see the guy fighting Gore.
Yeah, the other good news is
Tell me you're not going to Searing Light him.
I'm going to Syrian light him.
You're gonna waste
Because, look,
does that take up one of your spell slots?
It's-
Or is that a
it's
cantrip?
It's his highest level spell.
My highest level spell, of which I have 4. I've spent 3 already, so this is my 4 of 4.
And you're gonna use
Why
it on
would you not
him?
waste it on the brain?
Because he called it, and that's what he does.
All right,
Burl,
all right, all right,
make
all
your
right.
attack roll.
Because
hear ya.
Burl is in a
He's
sorcerer
pissed off
rage.
at this point, I
Yeah.
guess.
So
Throwing these things left and right.
am I still frightened?
Yes.
Yes.
I've died.
It doesn't matter.
I came back.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, even more
Also,
afraid
more,
now.
more importantly, you did not die.
17.
Hit.
All right.
I don't know how this could not.
On the mat. On the mat.
It could be all 1s plus 3, and you would be. Yeah,
It's dead!
Okay, the only
It's
way it would have done it is.
It bounces off the ceiling
Right.
and kills this one.
Yes.
I was like, the only way is if you rolled all 1s, and plus 3 would have been 13. No, it's still a death.
It would have been
It
dead.
was an instant kill as long as he hits it.
He ricochets it off the ceiling. All right.
Captain America's shield.
Right.
And the skin saw man and his pack of ghouls are no more, are dead.
Listen, fellas, this is the first time in my entire 145 years of life that I've ever gone unconscious, and I do not like it. We need to make changes. I do not. This cannot happen again.
Yeah, don't get flanked.
He came back like twice. You know, like, look, any normal
Hey.
run-of-the-mill guy,
Hey.
you're gonna fight
Hey.
once, twice,
Calm
3
down.
times.
Calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna go fucking hit this damn person again.
The brain.
The brain.
Yep.
I want to go hit it again.
Azius, do your thing. I'm at this point. I'm frightened. I'm frightened. Like I said, 140.
Everything in
years.
here creeps me out. End this brain.
All right. So
What do you want me to do?
are we still in?
All right. Well,
We're not in combat
No,
anymore.
no,
No,
we're
we're not
not
gonna-
in combat anymore.
Okay. So
So I'm gonna head over to Lucky and just pet him for a minute because I'm freaked out.
You have to go climb up the damn hill?
All right. You begin chunking and honking into the fungus, and it begins tearing and ripping apart. But as quickly as you rip it apart, it begins regrowing. It is clear that no mortal weapon is going to free you of this. However, as you kind of tear it apart, you do lose your haunted visions.
Okay.
So you're no longer frightened, you're no longer sick, and then you can normally regain hit points. However, it will regrow. The spirit here cannot simply be torn apart by simple
Unless
weapons.
there was a fireball. I'm out of 4th levels, 3rd level spells.
Well,
fellas.
you could use a resolve point.
I could.
I'm
do I really?
healing myself for
Do I really think a fireball would help?
10
Actually,
health
you
points.
think a Searing Light would do it.
Well, then I spend a resolve point.
Yeah, and that gives you back 6 spell levels, which you can use to get back because you're level
4
6.
and a
So you
2
can
or
back, or you
something,
can get back 2 3s.
Oh yeah.
That's what you should get back. And then you would use one of those for Searing Light.
I would use one.
you can use steering light on the
Yeah.
on the brain in the middle there.
And also, we'll say that you got back your focus points, and you use a lay on hands.
that was gonna be what I was gonna say.
yeah. You,
Oh, combined
you
fight.
need to do the holy kind of damage. Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus.
All right. So
combo move.
and I'm looking at my desk like, why isn't this working?
so as Escanor kind of puts Azius aside.
I got this. I got this.
And then like your hands begin glowing with holy radiance as you begin moving, and for the first time, the patch begins to like dissolve. It starts kind of flickering around the edges. It looks weak, and now like as it kind of shrinks down, you start to see sort of it now looks more like the image of a man. Like it's not all distorted. It's like it's shrinking in. You can see it withdrawing from the walls, and then like as you kind of get close, it's like I will not be defeated. And then the Searing Light hits it, and it just blows the thing apart, and like the mouth opens and screams with preternatural horror as like, "Ah!" And then the fungus is consumed, and like a line of gunpowder, like the Searing Light and the holy energy of the land hands kind of like trickles up and follows the pathways of mold throughout the cavern, up into the bedrock throughout the house.
God, it can be a hangout now. I think we cured this thing.
What do you think the Zillow estimate is?
We got some beachfront property here. I mean,
Yeah, overlooking on the cliff.
Uh-oh.
Is that the scathing?
No, the house collapses.
There goes our investment.
Oh man!
You know, when you said a fixer upper, I didn't think you meant like that much.
Quick question:
it's
is
probably those demolition charges I put underneath the foundation.
that's what Rude did.
That was totally fine. That was just the side effect
It just
of
took
you
a long
blowing
time.
out the foundation.
Had it not been for that, we would have been able to sell this place.
By
for
the way, the
100
house
platinum.
collapsed and you blew up the tunnel. So a week later, you dig your way out.
Well, no. Can we go? Oh no, yeah, because that collapsed. You can't. Yeah, that was
Wait,
shit.
I have a quick question.
Yeah,
Is Azius' horse still alive?
Yeah, up top. But
Or
after
did it die in the collapse?
in a week, it probably died.
It probably
Of
died of
starv- of
starvation,
starvation.
or they
Yeah.
ran
All right.
off.
So,
Yeah, okay, we don't have a horse.
all right. So
Let's
we
never go
will.
back to Sandpoint.
So, Aldern, the skin saw man, is dead. As you guys correctly assumed, he seemed to have like multiple personalities. In his journal,
On one of those desks.
on one of the desks, you learn that Aldern once a handsome, well-liked noble, could never truly escape the horror of what he saw as a child. And so he eventually came back to his, he came back to Varesia, secured him for himself a townhouse in Magnamar,
Nice.
and began setting in motion plans to reclaim his family's manor. It seems that he writes that he reestablished a relationship with an old family connection, a group known as the Brothers of the Seven, apparently a powerful organization or guild based in Magnamar. It seems that they were the ones who financed the original construction of the manor 100 years ago, and that his grandfather was a member of the Brothers of the Seven. However, Aldern writes in his journal that he had difficulty finding laborers and servants to aid him in restoring his family's estate. Rot and ruin had spread throughout the manor, and worse, the house was infested with horrifyingly gross fungus and rats, which seemed to have grown on the fungus. It was about this time that while traveling the moorlands, he encountered a caravan of people trying to return to Sandpoint. He invited them in to stay to his manor during the terrible storm, and overnight fell in love with a woman in their group, a woman by the name of Aisha. However, it seems that his upbringing, haunted by his horrific past, which he never really fully understood, had instilled in Aldern a jealous streak. And thus, his passions and lust for his wife gave way to jealousy. He writes about how he's sure that she's fooling around on him, that she's doing something with a carpenter that he's hired to do things. So then one night, he returned and found the two of them together.
Oh, she was cheating.
That's what his journal says. And so she,
And it was gore.
so she bashed his head in,
Oh.
or he bashed the guy's head in, and then strangled her to death with her scarf.
Damn.
He panicked. He threw her body into the attic and fled. He fled back to Magnamar, according to his journal, to go find the Brothers of the Seven, because he's like, they'll know what to do, because he doesn't want to get caught for murder. These people seem like they're very powerful and that they can take care of things. They told him that they would take care of everything, but they just needed one favor. They told him that he needed to gather up some of the fungus that was in the basement and send it to them.
Ew.
Oh boy.
Aldern writes in his journal, which was apparently with him, that he is scared to return to his manor of the fury of what he did. And he plans on stopping at Standpoint for the Swallowtail Festival to enjoy some, try to get some joviality in his back in his.
Which is how many days travel from now when they'll have that festival?
We already
No,
did
no,
it.
this is
That
when
was
you
we
guys
first
first
met
met
him.
That was the first adventure.
That was the first thing we met him.
That was the first time you met
Burl's
him.
a little out of it.
Okay.
He'd been dead for a
So-
You've been
while.
dead.
He writes then extensively about the magnificence of, the party, of the knights, of Gore, and how he, wishes he wasn't such a coward, and now he's ruined his life because he's killed this woman, and now he's indebted to the brothers and there's nothing that he can do. He then writes that he's preparing to go into the basement to gather the fungus. The journal at this point becomes erratic. The writing becomes ragged. Sentences become unclear, and eventually the journal ends. But whatever happened to him, it appears that when he journeyed into the basement, it began a transformation in him. Turned him into some sort of horrific ghast or ghoul creature. And at that point, he begins writing in the journal, referring to himself as your lordship. However, he speaks of the animalistic power in him, the one that craves revenge and wants to hurt everyone against him, the Hurter. But he fears the coming of a being that he knows will eventually arise and overtake both him and the Hurter, a being he calls the Skinsaw Man.
What about the other one?
That's the Skinsaw Man.
Oh, okay,
No, yeah,
that's what
yeah.
he called the Skin Saw Man.
The last thing that you find, however, in the journal is a note, which I did not print out. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It is written in immaculate cursive writing.
Oh, it's so fancy.
Aldern, you have served us quite well. The delivery that you have harvested from the caverns far exceeds what I had hoped for. You may consider your debt to the Brotherhood paid in full. Yet I still have need of you. And when you awaken from your coming death, you should find your mind finally clear and able to understand the noble task for which you are about to embark.
Where the fuck that body?
Wait. So in the same journal?
No, it's a note.
It's a note that was in the journal. It's
Yeah.
a separate note from, I assume, the Brotherhood
Well,
of
so
Seven.
that means for sure he was able to get fungus to them before
Yes.
he fully transformed.
The delivery you harvested from the caverns far exceeds what I had hoped for. You may consider your debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet I still have need of you. And when you awaken from your death, you shall find your mind clear and finally able to understand the noble task for which you are about to embark. You shall remember the workings of the Sihedron ritual, I trust. You seemed quite lucid at the time when you were instructed, but after your rebirth, if you find that you have forgotten, return to your townhouse in Magnamar. My agents shall contact you there soon. There is no need for you to bother the brothers any further. I will provide the list of proper victims for the Sihedron ritual in 2 days' time. Commit that list to memory and then destroy it before you begin your noble work. The ones I have selected must be marked before they die. Otherwise, they do my master no good, and the greed in their souls will go to waste. If others get in your way, do as you please. Eat them, savage them, or turn them into pawns. It matters not to me. Signed, Xanesha. Xanesha, Mistress of the Seven, signed with a seal that is the 7-pointed star.
Sounds
then-
like we're going to Magnamar.
Yep. So that also sounds like, though, that he was given that before the murders with the
Yep, and then he
7
performed
stars. So
all
he-
those murders.
Yeah, so he
Or
died apparently
died.
already, and then came back, and that was his
His rebirth was this
transformation.
ghoulish thing or whatever it was, I assume.
Correct.
And he did those murders or had people do it for them or him or whatever, or a combination of both. And then obviously we don't have to worry about him coming back to life, I think, now.
No, he's
I
quite
think
dead.
the idea now is we have to find out this Brothers of the Seven and find out what's going on with them.
To Magnamar.
Gore rushes into one of the adjoining doors and bursts out Shalelu in his hands.
Oh, she was here?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
There's some
remember? Because
doors.
he said my new wife.
I know, I knew
retrospect,
that. I forgot
we-
about
we
that.
searched
yeah.
the
Gore,
doors
Gore
for-
turns and he's panically looking over her body, left and right. She's still alive. Barely. She's almost foregone. Almost as bad as the man in the sanatorium. The ghoul fever. But it hasn't taken her yet.
Let's get her back to
Well, I mean,
Sandpoint.
Gore's got some.
I was like, Gore.
emergencies,
Yeah, Gore's able to.
Gore turns to me and goes, Knights. She didn't get involved in this, and she didn't deserve this. No one in Sandpoint has the skills that I do, but I'd be a liability to you in Magnamar. That's where I fled from.
Good point.
Remember, he was part of the Magnamar.
That's right.
I'm sorry to do this, but you have to go to Magnamar. You have to track down this Xanesha, these brothers. Go to Aldern's townhouse. See what you can find there. But I have to take Shalelu back to Sandpoint. Only my skill can save her from turning into that horrific nightmare. I love her. I cannot let her die like this.
Grab his head and give him a hood, but it's like I agree.
I'm sure, I know that our paths will meet again. This is not over. But if we let those that we love, our friends, loved ones, die along the way, then our victory is hollow. You have great strength, and I believe in you. I wish you good fortune.
This is you.
May Iomeda bless you and help you.
I will get us all stabilized. I will treat us. He'll treat you guys up to full wounds.
Oh hell yeah!
And I will get everyone stabilized. But then I ride for Sandpoint as soon as I can get Shalelu into a fit state to ride. As it is right now, she's barely on the edge. If you would indulge me, if you could spare one of your elixirs, they work even faster than my medicines. And
I got one left.
if you could use it on Shalelu, I'd appreciate it.
It's all yours.
All right. He takes the potion of healing and gives it to Shalelu, who seems to kind of flutter to consciousness a little bit. Gore. It's about time.
I thought you were in on it.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Let me atone.
I need to go to the Undying Lands. Gore works feverishly using his skill in medicine. He heals you all to full hit points.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're all
Gore.
full hit points. And then you mount your horses.
Reginald.
Azer. He's still here.
Little Dicky.
They must have been eating the grass around here.
Gore says, "Don't worry, I will go to the Goblin Stomp stables and pay the balance.
Oh, thank you.
The horses are yours. The least I can do." Gore informs you that when you return to Sandpoint, the items that he has that he's been carrying for you guys, the golden Saren Ray symbol, the jade necklace, the blue silk gown, the Malashites, the ivory ransor of Alisnus, you'll get your cut.
Okay.
Gore never sold these.
Okay.
You were going to sell them in Magnamar, actually. Actually, you know what? No, he gives
I have a little bit extra bulk here, so I'll
Gore
take
hands them to Magnamar. He goes, "We were never going to get a good price for these in Sandpoint anyways, but maybe you can have better luck in Magnamar. You're going to need all the help you can get."
Okay.
Thank you, Gore.
All right, it's a several days ride, even in a horseback, to Magnamar. So you get outside of the Misgivings, now collapsed and like bent kind of wholly in half. And Gore kind of gives it one last look and starts, takes a torch and starts putting it to the house.
Oh, I pissed on it first.
Okay. Without the evil spirit inhabiting it.
Wait. Beforehand, I go to all the other doors and see what else was.
Well, the house collapsed.
Oh.
The
I was
house-
saying, yeah, how are you going to go to there? There's no doors left.
Also, now that the house is no longer possessed by an evil spirit, it's an old ancient ruin, so it starts to go up in flames pretty quickly. And soon
So I just
the
pissed on
house,
it.
the house is burning on the edge like a flaming torch at the edge of the cliffside.
How close?
Shalelu is, Gore mounts a horse, and you guys help him get Shalelu up so that he can hold her while they ride off for Sandpoint. You guys make your way down the Lost Road, the Foxglove Trail together. Eventually, you reach the Lost Coast Road. Now you're paths part. Gore heads east for Sandpoint, and the knights head west to Magnamar.
For Frodo.
Or for Shalelu.
For Shalelu, yeah.
Mordor. One ring.
Gore says, "Good fortune and good luck, my friends." And with that, Gore and Shalelu in tow ride off to Sandpoint. And now the knights make their way to Magnamar, where awaits them the Brothers of the Seven and Xanisha, the first time they will meet a servant of Karzaug, Rune Lord of Greed. All right. That is the end of the session. You guys level to 7.
Yeah,
Shit's
level
about to
4
go
spells,
down.
baby.
And you gain a hero point.
Yes.
And your resolve is reset to full because you're going
Yes.
to heal up on the way. Well, so
I can get all my little bombs back.
Hero
I was gonna say,
point.
did you get your bombs or did they blow up
No,
when
I
they
can
torched
make
the
new
house?
bombs now.
hero point,
rest.
Yeah.
hero point level, and everybody's at full.
That was
All
just
right.
the inside bombs. I'm talking about the
So,
bombs that are on the
We
well.
get new bombs. Don't worry about
Gore,
those bombs.
Gore and Shalelu leave the party, heading back to Sandpoint to see if Shalelu can be saved from the ravages of this horrific, super intense version of ghoul fever. Now, the Knights of Last Call, back down to 4 members, head to Magnamar with their new ally Escanor in tow. They head to the large city, realizing now that even these horrific murders of Aldern were part of some larger plan, that the ritual that Burl first surmised was part of carving this Sihedron rune into people's chests is apparently part of some ancient pact dedicated to sending greedy souls to someone's master. Far away, thousands of miles, the mountain peaks, you cross over a vast mountain, and below lies a shimmering city coated in gold. Looking down through sort of a lens, you see a bubbling rune well, similar to the one that you saw in the Cathedral of Wrath, but this one is large and thrums with power. And you see like little like white souls plunging into it. And then you kind of hear a raspy voice and you see like a gnarled human hand. Good. More. My return is imminent.
All right.
Well, that seems wholesome.
So that is where we're going to cut it for the session. Aldern Foxglove, the Skinsaw Man, has been defeated. The knights now move on to the last part of this adventure as they move to Magnamar to deal with the Skinsaw cult, its masters, the Brothers of the Seven, and Xanisha, the Mistress of the Seven, once and for all. So join us next time. Remember, if you've stuck with us this long, it means you like us. So that means you need to like us. You need to comment. You need to subscribe. Click the bell. Do all those things. Like, make another account. Like with that account. Tell your friends. Have them make accounts. Everyone likes.
Share us on Facebook,
Share us
Reddit,
on-
all
yeah.
the social medias.
We need you guys. Listen, we need you, and I need you.
We're gonna die.
Okay, real.
Help us, subscribers. You're
Yeah.
our only hope.
Yeah, real talk. Okay, my business is going out of business. This is the only thing I've got. All right, no, but for the Knights of Last Call, I'm Derek Melinda, your game master, saying thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.